Yo, Nisambul everybody. My name is Imagery and we're gonna be playing Echo again. This time we're gonna be playing this chunky boy Leo's route. And it's been a long time since I've played this game. I think it's been almost last year since I've played it. And my god. My actual god, it has been a long time. I actually want to complete this entire VN so I can move on to another one, but I loved TJ's story. He was like the most adorable character, like at all. My boy is a rain of sunshine. I want to know what Leo's about. Let's just load game. Yeah, so we're gonna be. Hold up, let me just change my settings. Yeah, I think it's better that the mic is a bit louder than the desktop, so you can still hear me. And let's go. Okay. TJ! What was the voice that I did for him? Yeah, we're gonna be playing Leo's route, and don't worry, I won't make it into like a longest video. I'll make it into bits. It's weird like that. Every memory I have of this place is dreamy gold tinged, but always has a hint of sadness about it, no matter what the situation was. Tina standing in front of Leo, her arms folded as she talks to him. I can't see his face, but his posture is sagging and his ears are way down, looking way older than he actually is. I stand back for a while, feeling awkward about intervening at this point. Leo occasionally shakes his head, then takes out his phone to look at me. I can see Jen is getting annoyed, but then she says something and Leo turns his head to look back at me. I seize up for a second, but Jen is beckoning me with a paw while Leo is looking. I start stumbling over the rocks towards them as Leo looks back down at his phone and Jenna starts walking towards me. Just talk to him, he'll listen to you. I want to go to Leo. Let me see what he's about. She passes by me, going back towards the trail. Sure, he'll probably listen to me, but I have no idea what I should say. The rock's actually hard to navigate, especially when you don't have any protection for your feet. I'm almost to the boulder when my foot catches on an edge of a rock and I yelp and fast forward, knees first, into the sharp rock. Let me just. Hey, don't worry, that was just a thing I had to check. I'm almost to the shoulder when my foot catches me on an edge of a rock and I yelp and I fall forward, knees first into the sharp rock. Ow! Okay, that sounded very mean. Ah! Pain shoots up my leg and my eyes clench shut as I cringe silently. Jeez, you alright? I look up and I see Leo looking down at me, his ears up now at the sound of my fall. Yeah, fine. Leo frowns and reaches over with a paw, which I grab onto and pull myself up with. I make my way around him, being a little bit more careful about where I put my feet as I position myself next to him against the boulder. So like, if I remember, I was trying to do like a Boots and Boots accent for him, but then like, since I've watched Arcane, I kind of like got that feeling that I know he's like Latino and it's obviously gonna have the accent, but then like, it's more natural if I put in like Victor from Victor Nation, like that type of accent. What is it? Like that kind of like tone with in conjunction to Puss in Boots because it'll be a lot easier. I love. I'm happy that I'm choosing him for this route because my voice is gonna be thanking me later. I put both my paws behind myself and heave myself up onto the boulder, letting my legs dangle over the side. I'm so damn clumsy. You're an otter. Wow, asshole. I say jokingly, but Leo's not really smiling. Instead, he sticks a paw back into his pocket and pulls out a oh, you smoke. I give a startled stare. I shouldn't be surprised. I could smell it on him when I felt, oh, that's gotta be awful, especially when you're not a human, you're a furry, so your sense of smell is gonna get like a lot stronger than ours. It's just, I'm not used to seeing him doing it. He started right after I left. Ooh, very bad breakup or something. Pulls out a lighter, lights it, takes a drag, and blows the smoke out of his muzzle, away from me. At least you're not doing it in front of me because that's gonna give secondhand lung cancer. You're meant to swim, not walk on rocks. I mean, technically, Carl is built for that and he's still falling down all the time. I think that's because Flynn's always tripping him with his tail. Speaking of Carl, grunting, I lean over sideways and look at the side of the boulder. I find what I'm looking for instantly, a series of chips and scratches, outlining the rough figure of a canine with a long K and an S on his chest. Ah, it's still here. Carl's drawings? Shit, I forgot about that. Never finished it, did he? Nah, but it's pretty good. Remember how Superwolf was the only thing he talked about this summer? Yeah, and the movie wasn't even that good. He loved it though. Yeah, and I guess that's all that really mattered. Leo grimaces and reaches over to my knee. I wince and look down as he puts his thumb and index all around the cut, and I haven't noticed until now. Blood is oozing through the fur, and he's looking down my shin. We need to clean that out. Shrug. It's not a big deal. I feel like it doesn't matter the wound, especially if you're in a beach, you have to clean it out. No, we'll stop at the convenience store and get some peroxide. That's a mess she sit around the lake. Yeah, exactly. It's fine, seriously. Just to be safe. At least he cares about you. Safe? This? I reach up and grab at the cigarette dangling from his lips. He's quick though and whips his head away before taking it out of his muzzle. Hey, don't hey me. What the fuck are you? Why the fuck are you smoking? His ears fall flat again and he glares. Why the fuck do you care? He spits that out with so much venom that I lean away from him, eyes wide. He never talked to me like that before, and I was joking too. What? Leo quickly looks away and doesn't say anything. I stare at his face for a while, watch his eyes flick around as he sticks at his head. Are you still mad at me? We talked. Of course I'm still mad, Chase. Talking just fixed 3 years. All the progress I thought we made on Saturday was an illusion. Leo's just as upset as he's always been about what happened. I don't know what you want me to say. What do you want me to say, Leo? That I was wrong to leave, that I should have stayed here? Not leaving me in the dark would have been a good start. Yeah, I fucked it up, but it happened and I can't fix that. What do you want to happen now? Leo stretches his arm out to either side of what in one giant shrug. I'm interested to learn what's gonna happen. I don't know. This is already familiar. 1,000 past fights flash through my. Oh, they fought a lot. Did you even agree on anything? I slide off the boulder, and Leo snaps his muzzle towards me, probably think I'm gonna leave. He said I leave one paw against the rock as I turn to glare at him. I feel better yelling at someone standing up rather than sitting down. Oh, I know exactly what you want. Oh, do you? You just want me to drop everything and come back here, back to Echo. When did I ever ask you to drop anything? I just want to know if you're coming back. How am I supposed to know that? Why can't you plan ahead farther than next week? I swear it's always like this with you. I let out an exasperated laugh. I'm 21. I don't fucking know anything about anything. How should I know what I want? But I'm here. Don't you want to come back and live with me? We always planned for it. Also, it's like a relationship with him, a boyfriend. His voice softens and I pause, thinking about it right now. It is something I would want. It's just it's Echo so bad that its negatives outweigh my benefits. I mean, I just at the town in the distance, looking as shitty and rusted as it ever was, to the lake, looking as shitty and mucky as ever, into the desert around us, looking as shitty and dry as ever. I let the scenery speak for itself. So yeah. He rolls his eyes. Oh, cheetah otter. I'm starting to think you just want an excuse not to be around me. I'm starting to think that's what Flynn said was true. Looks straight at me, eyes narrowing over his muzzle, nostrils flaring. What? I'm not obsessed with you. I just miss everything, that's all. Is that wrong? I go quiet for a while and turn to look back over to the lake, squinting at the bright reflective flashes of light. This actually looks pretty good. It's like the seawall in Fiji. The Suva seawall. It kind of reminds me of that vibe. But then I don't even know if he's telling the truth. He'd never say whether or not this whole thing he planned was just for me. He doesn't say anything. We just sit there for a while. Even for his wolf, his whole sticking together thing is a little tense. He brought us together at the very beginning, but after Sydney, it was a whole different level. He barely even let us leave his side. Yeah, this motherfucker is a bit on the obsessive side. That's when I noticed a dark figure. What the fuck? Oh, it's Flynn. And he heading with Echo. I can see that Leo spotted him too, his ears and eyes following him, but he doesn't say anything. Finally, I speak up. So, is what he said about me true? No. He said it quietly, but the answer is instant. Really? Leo takes another drag on the cigarette. Weirdly enough, I actually kind of like the smell of the smoke. Is it because he is doing that, or I think his problem with you is that you don't act like you used to as a kid or a teenager. He told me before. I mean, you used to be snarky, snarky motherfucker, even more than you are now. My stomach sinks. Yeah? Yeah, you grew up, mellowed out. I grin, my insides twist, and I don't trust myself to speak right then. Leo gets the wrong idea and smiles, putting his arm around me, pulling me to his side. What he said about everyone was total bullshit, especially Jenna. His whole family mantra didn't have his limits. The fact that Leo is so defensive of Jenna's decision to leave her family shows what a piece of shit they really are. I'm glad that he's changed the subject though. Leaning my head on his shoulder, I let his soul comfort me. Still watching Flynn. Puchita. I can't fucking believe you did that now. Idiot. Leo shouts it loud across the lake and I'd load my ears like a canine. I see the small figure that is Flynn turn around and look back at us. He stays like that for a while. It looks like he's examining us. Finally, he turns back around and keeps going towards Echo. Fucking idiot. How the hell am I gonna get ahead with what I planned this week? The past, Flynn would have his blow ups, then get over it, and so would we. But this time really did feel different. It was like he'd been chipping away at our group for years, and finally, this is what broke it into pieces. Now there's no putting back things together. Maybe it would be better if we did come. It's sort of my fault. No, it's Fiend's fault. Stupid to blame yourself. I don't know. We always have problems. Probably would have been better to just leave things as they were. No, Jesus! Why does everyone act like this whole thing, our friendship is some kind of horrible tragedy? It hasn't exactly been a walk in the park. Life isn't a walk in the park. This is where we come from. Find some good in it instead of bitching about everything. It could be so much worse. My parents told me stories about their hometown. Compared to where I was born, this isn't shit. Half that smoke through his nose, not bothering to blow it away from me this time. Boy, Chase, you are a nasty ass boy. You're gonna get lung cancer. I mean, not to be an asshole, but you gringos have it easy. I'm like, I get you, man. My mom got a phone call almost every month telling her they'll kill my dad because they had money. It's always been good at making me feel like a spoiled brat. I mean, you kind of are. You're living in America, of all places. Of course, you kind of are privileged. I'm not saying that America in itself is not that privileged, but it's still a lot better than some places in Fiji. Like, places like a basic America is like so much more developed than like the sometimes perhaps one of the highest developed places in Fiji. You guys got a 7-Eleven, you guys got Apple products that are easy to afford, you got a lot of rights that we don't even have. Uh, let's see. The accessibility to a lot of things is also a lot more easier. I mean, it's a bit bigger, but then I love Fiji the way it is because we're still getting but now. I'm sorry. It's upside around. Oh, he's hugging me. I turn my head to rub my nose to his chest. I can smell the musk under the head he over. You can smell like the fuck? Totally. I mean, hopefully I can't right, but try to have he leans his chin over the top of it. I feel like we should have some boundaries to not exactly. Oh, you guys, but this feels right, so I haven't. I love this town, and I love you guys. I just want things to work out and not to lose time. There's something really special. You're such a wolf. Thanks. I lay a paw on his thigh and whoa. And is there really no way to with me? Things much easier. Please don't ask that. I'm here. I'll never do that. You know this. Of course I did. We argued over this 1,000 times. So are you still mad at me? I listen to Leo prove it with my head rising with his chest. I wish you guys are hugging. No, Autumn, I'm not mad. I still have a lot of things to figure out. I guess that's as good a place as it. Oh, so I move on to another subject. Another thing is fucked up. He has it, we'll fix this. Just gotta get the dumbass to apologize. Once I waited for birthday to plan. Oh wait, Carl's birthday, yeah. I raised my brow in surprise. It wasn't anyone's birthday. How was birthday? Carl, his birthday wasn't until the end of the week. If you're not away. It's early, really early, I know, but I'm kind of committed on ideas of what we can do. Get that makes sense. So, when's that gonna be? Wednesday. I need to bust stuff tomorrow and I have to be up. Oh wait, aren't you a mechanic? Yo! Put it here, right here, brother. I want to shake your hand. Speaking of which, I need to drive you guys back so I can get back. Alright. I'm not doing anything much else. I should be working on it, but I don't. Fine. Leo's size of the boat. I'll ask Jen and I'll let him pull off for a day. Do you know where PJ went? Yeah, he just texted me that he wanted to be left alone. Which I understand. Oh, I feel a lot of guilty now. Giving things. At least I did his route. I grabbed the bowl as well and Rio reaches the paw out. And this time, watch where you're walking onto. This is like an ordinary couple. That's probably a good idea. Tuesday. I'm so happy that I started the route off by like skipping directly to Joe's place. Peyton Mall is tiny compared to the one in Pueblo that go to school. Hola. I love music. I only got one floor and maybe 20 stores. Still, it wasn't a bad place to hang out, but now it's a place because I have music there. So you guys wanna go? Where do you guys wanna go first? We only need to go one. You sure? I mean, you could help, but I'm out. He knows what it's like. It's fine. Well, alright, what's this called? Is it a hot topic? One of those kind of stores that look like a radio. What the fuck? Well, this is a lot. What? With what color like that? I don't know, man. Amne janta, amne samjha. I don't know. Kutta log, baras kutta, baras. Holy lew. I'm not really sure what cows into comes. That I don't know either. I think he like the what? You mean the Jaws movie or the? I think he like owns the movie. Why don't I just box them on? Oh, is this gonna be foreshadowing? I don't like this. Why don't I just box them up and put a bow in it then? What? Really? Let's just take the fuck TJ! 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 Yeah! Let's take the comic books. Same, but then again, also, porn is really subjective because let me just porn is actually kind of hard to like narrow down because there are a lot of good movies and a lot of popular books, whatever that porn that is good. And there's always gonna be that one section that movie or that one section that book that we've all read. And there's also the inverse where like porn in itself can also have a very good story. Like it's porn, yes, it has the sexy whatever, but then it can also have a really, really good story that's tiny and then I can also learn from it. But I do. Yeah, but how is the art right because you do that and like just getting both getting everything okay. It just been a bit of he didn't talk the whole ride there. Instead, just grabbing it. I want to get this bracelet. I want to find a bracelet again. He just told me that he's roasting over the like, no, this is fine. I'm fine, guys. He just wants to show us I'm fine. You don't have to pay that. Yes, chill. Well, they're driving us. Did not to tell me. This fur on these legs? I let the foot for you. No, it's over 90 degrees Fahrenheit, right? 90 degrees today. Yeah, best leave it to the land now. So, Leo claps balls to get allowed. Let's split up out. Fine. But yeah, that's a good idea. Everyone one is off on this now. I'm not sure what I should get. Doesn't get excited about much unless the movie. That's oh, if you look at comics, it's like might look at the stuff that other people have made. Look at action fiction. Oh, because you think about action figures are pretty cheap, but it can also be something that is gonna keep it true. And like it'll just collect boxes. Like the comic will be a bit more expensive, and you can buy it from him and you can read it. And it's like also like a deal breaker that he loves it. I think comics, yeah, comics. Jenna's already looking at the comic book section, so I decided to try my luck. Trying anything? Not yet. I'm debating whether or not to get him a manga. Get him a manga. What is Berserk? Stars? How would that work? So how if they have to be stars in the manga? How would that work? Because it really wouldn't make any sense because they're animals and they're animals as well. Actually, how would us, like a normal us, work? Because wouldn't they is it like a furry thing where they dress up as like they dress up as us? Or are they gonna consider different races like different species? Like I India is like another race. And it'll just be blackfish or okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him doing that. Why hasn't he? Oh, he's one of those. I thought they're like it's anything that is from the West is inferior to his precious You need to open your mind. I look over to the selection, most which happens to be manga. The eyes are kind of weird looking. Who was such your ass up? Not all of them decide. Exactly! Not all of them decide. It's not all decide. Oh, you read manga as well. It's not superheroes and powers, you know? I guess though, I think every anime I think deals with some theme types. Naruto, what is it? There's Naruto, there's Jujutsu Kaisen. What else is there? Every demon type. Uh, Naruto, that's the obvious one. There's Dragon Ball Z not because there's the whole evolution, but that's just the species. There's JJK. Uh, I know that this was released before. Dance Down is also one. Dance Down because like the guy with no balls is like the PT mentality. What is there? What would be another one? Fullmetal Alchemist doesn't really count because Alphonse is his own soul trapped in a suit, kind of like a FNAF thing, so that doesn't count. What else? Chainsaw Man, that's another good one. Chainsaw Man is another one. What else would there be? I'll talk about it later. Hey, that's the shonen crap. You don't have to look for the good stuff. Yeah, because not all anime and manga is not like, oh, this fatherless kid is depressed and he has demon. That's the thing. I mean, it's kind of why I stopped watching anime because like, oh look, this fatherless kid. Look at this fatherless kid with the weird ass hairstyle. He's gonna be the strongest. I'm kind of annoyed. I came to watch anime because it's relative not to be. I mean, that's good everything, right? Yeah. As a glance of the hunt, I'm noticing a what kind of with the general stuff. Not that stuff. What about One Piece? Everybody wants One Piece. I like Baki. Actually, anime is actually a huge thing in Fiji now that it was like a couple of years ago. Because like in Fiji we have Tokili and we have like that we have Tokili which has all that anime that a lot of people go there now. And a lot of people do talk about anime nowadays, which is actually pretty nice. Oh, and also in the rock market, which is basically like a Sunday sale. A lot of people sell manga, anime as well. Manga and anime stuff for like really cheap. And this is Ratuman guy that he knows a lot about manga and he loves JoJo's. Oh my god, I need to show you the stuff that I've watched. Uh, yeah, I bought this in like a rock market and this is like a vagabond one. The vagabond manga and I bought this for like I could have bargained right? But anime is starting to be anime is already a huge thing in Fiji because we all pirate it anyway. It is. I'm actually happy that that's a thing, so I get to talk about it with my friends. Anyway, I'm sure you get in something good. It could explain the writing from conflict and weird color. I moved back over towards the comments and looked around, but I can't make out. Carl told them how it goes, but comics books are always like everything he wants. I wonder if it was the opposite for all the books. Just standing there looking over the display board. And next to him. No, I think every issue is well discovered. I don't know if this anything more. I suppose understand. I don't think so. Then there's room. Well, alright, I guess I'll give you a brief. I need to learn Spanish now for the spot with a full ass. I'll get the good there. I don't want to look over the arms crossed. Is it you basically copying him? I waggle my brows. Sure, that's why you want him. Dia grins down at me. Oh yeah? Sorry, but he's not my type. I like my. Oh. Oh, you're gay! Okay. I keep on forgetting that the characters are sometimes gay. My bad. I'm so glad that I brought up just because my kid. Yeah, sorry, but it's not my. I like my guys big, small. It's called. This kid. Well, I like him. I love muscles. This squares and shoulders and biceps, balls, whoa! What have you been eating? You've been eating your sick with big satay. I think difference. Now I'm on the cut. Oh, you're on a bulk? Eat your stick with big satay. Eat your cheese with big satay. Eat your rice and dal. Will be very good for your bicep, good for your body. Eat your rice. Eat rice and dal, Kylo. Eat your with big. Eat your stick with big satay. And eat your rice and dal every day. Good for your body. Good for your body. Rice and dal is water for you. You need to eat it. Also, some roro. You need to eat the rice and dal almas with some roro. Very good for your body. Leo frowns. I think they won't. What the? Do they have like nerve endings on the tail where they can like feel what they the because it's not as flexible as kids, I have to turn my body into it and it's yeah, the lamp is double towards the post. Oh well having that voice. Jenna walks up and that next his arms folded over on her now yeah. And this is not V-Stars, right? That looks sexy, Jenna. Jenna rolled her eyes and reached the poster. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't. PG follows up behind Jenna, possibly not straight to this spot. And of course, he gets that. Hey, it was a bit of practice. Eating PJ. I feel bad for PJ. I relate to him on a personal level. Anyway, maybe I'm helping to collect good of the movie. Really is good. I'm realizing that I'm the only one that has picked out a gift and looked at my next. Right in front of me is a rack of beef. One of them has a. Oh, okay, I was pretty scared. There's a bloody indicates zombie is dead on the ground. Oh, that's fun. Seems to make where it looks like the head is being chopped out. Yeah, like oh, like touch it off the rack. No, it's not. How does it look? Asked CJ as you're walking through the parking lot. Looks good, I guess. Now, does it look like a zombie badger is eating my head? Oh, yeah, it looks great. Gives me a thumbs up. Aw, love this boy. Ah! Put it down over my face slowly. How do you think we're all doing the zombie? Not, TJ would be save TJ. Save him. I feel like you're gonna be doing pretty well because of your size and your mass, and also the fact that you are, I think, an automotive mechanic. So if you know how, like in The Last of Us, you had to like start up a car, but you also had to push it because the zombies were static. I think he'll help out a lot. And you're also a tradesman. You know the stereotype where tradesmen are just good at a lot of life skills. I'll lift the hat back up over my forehead. Um, the lizard guy, Flynn has to die. Like who would die first? My eyes fall involved. You cruel motherfucker. Me? Why do you think that? Well, maybe not. You are pretty fast. Just kind of imagine you curling up into a ball. Honestly, I'll be the first to go. Got a leg. How stubborn is I'm the fastest and I'll carry you. You wouldn't have to worry. Oh, really? It's Jenna and see that she's got big like, she was putting me on edge. Pretty sure I'm faster than you, Leo. Yes. Pretty sure my legs are way longer and way faster than yours, Jenna. Jenna sticks up her bag with a manga. Take it slowly, trying to catch her eye so I can shake her head, drink He sticks his bag out, just punching me. He did jumps and gingerly puts it up. Isn't the parking lot, guys? Are you sure it's a good plan? Jen and Leo already taken out the missing stuff inside the board. What are they doing? Oh, they're racing! Alright, to the lamppost! They're your own Countess of Chess. I was proving anything. Don't you need to be very Alright, ready, set, go! Leo actually gets a bit of a head start since he's anticipated the goal, but Jenna catches up right away. Like she's 10 feet ahead of him, just 5 seconds into the race. She around and she attracts I can hear her laughing as she gracefully speeds ahead, tail whipping around like a flag as she sits up the boat to the right. Leo realizing he's gonna lose, frantically flailing his arms around, ears and head down as he charges towards. I'm actually surprised by how bad he's losing. Like, he used to play football back in high school. He used to play football? Like, you mean like with the helmet or like rugby? You mean rugby or football? Very big difference. So is that central? What type of position? Back, front, his head down. I guess he doesn't see the curve right in his head. Ow! I hear the yelp, then see him careen off to the side, then roll off the asphalt before slamming up against the pipe. Ow! PJ gasps his eyes. Oh my gosh! I'm already running up to where Leo's fallen. He's sitting up against the tire, one paw to his head as if it. Are you right, Jesus? You hit that hard. I kneel down next to him, and the second he sees me, he grins and quickly scrambles up, brushing his paws. Let me just get my. I wish I had claws. I wish I had claws so I can take the goddamn USB out of his mouth. He stands up, brushing his paws. I'm fine. I'm fine. I just tripped you. I can see spots on his paw pads that are skip. Ow! Ow! I had blisters when I was doing some work. But that wasn't a hit. And I haven't noticed that she jogs back to us, a paws on her hips, and she uses. Wow. You okay, Leo? I'm fine. Wanna try it again? Stupid web button. Nope. The bearing top is not set as is. Fucking bleeding everywhere. I should probably drive. Yeah, you should. I'm fine, Chase. Leo rolls his eyes to show me how much he doesn't care, but I can see the inside of his are bright red. It's a bit of a awkward silence, punctuated by the and Jenna's breathing. Finally, Jenna walks up to me and puts her paws around my shoulders. Now you know who you're more likely to survive with a sunbathing conditions. Remember it. She leans her head under. I think I see Leo's Spartan ice cream. Alright, cool, let's get going. Now we'll go from under her arm. You guys need to get your hike. Get to your hike. What? The drawback is only a little awkward. To her credit, Jenna does try to apply his Lino, but just waves it off like it isn't a big deal. tell by how he's overdoing the cheerfulness that that's not the case. We dropped DJ and Jenna off halfway up the trail, which happens to be right next to the highway. We're alone in the car, Leo starts messing around with the CD player. You might remember this. As the music fills the car, I'm immediately transported back to my high school days. Is this carpets? Carpets? What the fuck? Carpets? Yep. He's grinning at me, occasionally glancing towards the roof, which is the band we listened to together in my junior and senior year. You still into this stuff? Yeah. If you listened to it since your freshman year or senior year, it'll be nostalgic. Music carries a lot of memories for me, and the fact that I haven't listened to it since I'd last been in this town made it all more powerful. Sure, the music is simple, lyrics embarrassing, but I miss it. Maybe I think it could be if I listen to it again. No, me too. I should drive, mouth the lyrics under my breath. I want everything in my life. I see you in the clouds, the sky so blue. I see you outlining my screen door too. Finally, we pull up to... I want to see what his house looks like. We pull up to Leo's old ranch-style house. Looks like the same as it's always been though. The landscaping has definitely taken a turn for worse. Leo parks and we both get out. I'm busy staring at the driveway. Think about all the times I've walked across it. When a gravelly voice pulls me from my reflex. Oh my god, is it Flynn? Hey, who are you? The fuck is this? Rocket raccoon? I jump and I look into the right, spotting a thing, an angry looking raccoon. He's standing next to some bushes, trimming them up. His yard is a dazzle landscape and looks pretty good next to Leo's property. There's nothing but weeds and sagebush. Behind the raccoon is an old and rusty looking trailer home. Thinking back, I'm sure that's a really old mouse. The really old mouse used to live here. How does that work? If they're all animals, how does a mouse... Huh? It's a mouse. How does this work? How does... no, I don't want to question this. Is like the mouse the same as everybody else? This guy's a raccoon and looks pretty young too. I hear Leo walking quickly around the front of his truck to stand next to me. Hey, good. This is Chase. Remember I was telling you about him? He puts his arm around me. Of course, the demeanor changes immediately when he sees Leo. Oh, hey, Leo. It's him then. Good. The voice is just incredulous enough to be offensive, and the raccoon notices. His very scowling face gives even more scrunched up. I'm not exactly from around here. Oh, really? No. We stand there for a few seconds, and Leo grabs my arm. All right. Glad you two could meet. We're actually in a bit of a hurry. Got a party to plan. The raccoon watches us all the way to the door before Leo finally closes behind him. It's actually a clean looking house. Really, Chase? What? It's a weird name. I sniffed, but instead of the sandal candle smell, I get sentiment with an acrid smell of cigarettes. I'm so glad that I'm doing this as well, like reading, doing furry VNs, because it's actually helping a lot with my literature. Like, I like reading, it's easier to help out with my stutter. It doesn't look the same either. It's all a bit empty compared to when I was last here. Makes sense, I guess, with Leo's parents and siblings gone. I tell him what a great guy you are for the past 2 years, and that's his first impression of you. Oh, and I'm sorry, what happened to the old man? I think he's dead. Charlie, he died a few months after you left. Could moved in a few years ago. Well, he seems a little grumpy. He is, but he's a good guy, been through a lot. Leo sets the bags down on the kitchen table, pulling out the cake and gifts. So why did he move here? Said he likes the isolation. He works in Payton. Something's happened in the city and he wants to get away. Leo raffles with the pesto cups and gifts. I forgot what country he's originally from. His full name's Kuzdu. How old's TJ again? I think he's 20, but he isn't he 19? I think he's 20. He doesn't drink anyway, if that's what you're wondering. I don't know. People changed a lot in a few years. Anyway, let's go to my room. Got a message, Kyle. I read that it's massage and I said, what the? Hey, yo! Leo's room is small but cozy. A little cluttered but clean enough. I walk over to sit on his bed, looking around all the posters, most of them related to football or hip hop moguls. And most of these since high school. Kept the same room, huh? Parents' room is bigger, isn't it? Yeah, well, I'm used to it being here. It would be kind of weird anyway in my parents' room anyway. Besides, drops down next to me, Bob bouncing up and down on the wall. Okay. I don't really need the space. You sure you're pretty big? I mean, I know a friend that is the same size as this guy, and he has I think he has a smaller room. Yeah, like I know a guy, and I have a friend. He's probably watching this anyway. Uh, he's like the exact same size as Leo, and he has like and he also lives in a pretty small room. He likes to play Xbox as well, so he likes and PC, so he likes to be in a small room. I don't really need the space. So what do you do around here? It feels kind of empty. I'm really only here to sleep. Otherwise, I'm on the computer. I did not need to hear that, man. Bored. He looks at me and grins. I look over at his scope. I don't wanna. I don't wanna look. I don't want to look. He's got a nice chair, and I can guess what box of tissues next to the one this is for. But that's my whole. Oh my god. Instead, I see 3 holes punched right through my drywall. It's right through the drywall. Around those are several more less successful dents in the wall, some with knuckle chipped features. Why are you punching the wall? Holy shit. Leo's ears fall flat and he lets out an embarrassed laugh. Eesh, yeah, that's my fault. I really get into my games. What games you playing? Are you playing Elden Ring? Are you playing Warframe or something? I stand up and walk towards the wall, examining the damage. Leo stands up too, already comfortable. That was a few years ago, Vol, though. I don't play that game anymore. What game? Damn, Leo, you're fucking crazy. Poke a finger through one of the holes, realize there's punching through the hole with one try wasn't anything to sneak. And strong, so you still got the temper of yours. Well, the thing is, in Fiji, our walls are made out of concrete, so if you try to punch through them multiple times, firstly, you're gonna break your hand, but then afterwards, if you manage to punch through them, something has happened to your fist to the point where you can break wood and break concrete like Iron Fist. I mean, but I heard drywall is pretty easy to break through. And I also punch walls. Punch walls as well, so I don't. It was just that one game. What game is it? He got his paws on his hips, glaring down at me. I mean, what if it was standing here? What would that have done to my face? Put my face in front of one of the holes perfect wall. Is it that big? Leo blanches like I had slapped him. Hey, don't talk like that. I would never. I know. Sorry, it's funny how angry you can get sometimes. And your phone looks pretty new. When was the last time you broke one? Oh well, okay. The damn thing wasn't loading right then. You have anger issues. I do as well. This does not seem healthy. Jao therapist. Bolo. Go to a therapist talk. Frowns. Why am I being interrogated right now? Hey, you want me to live here? I think I have a right to become my personal property. That's fair. I only broke your phone. Why would you break someone's phone to begin with? Spit my paws out. More than I've broken. You break other people's phones? Yeah, well, I've never pretended that I cheated on someone as a joke. That little cool little. Yeah, well, high school, you know. I know. Anyway, it's nice to have you here again. Reaches out and pulled me into a one. Aw, that's nice. I want a hug. When I pulled back, though, I noticed a cut on the side of it. A few more. The back. Oh no, Leo, please don't tell me. At this point, the first together was covered. Leo, please don't tell me. You're actually gonna make me cry. I don't want to see this. I don't want to assume what you're doing. Have you been cutting yourself? Man, you're really wiped out. Oh yeah, I should clean up. Hey, okay, at least that's not what I was assuming. Hey, get on my comp while I'm gone and see calls online. Leo talks to me as he's walking out the door into the hallway. I should be logged on. Ask him what he's doing tomorrow. We need to plan this out right. Okay? I sit down in the chair and wake the computer up. Sure enough, Leo's already logged into his account. What is his MySpace, Facebook, Instagram, Discord? Look at his red list, seeing that Kyle is idle. I send him the message anyway, and lean back in the chair, almost freaking out as it leans back way farther than I thought it would. What? Must have been all those checkers. I drew my paws against the desk for a bit, then looked back towards the door. It's probably gonna be a while, and I'm curious. I grin as the first check out his bookmarks. Social, me- Social media litters the first few thoughts. Then there's one called Mech Forums, another one called Mechanics Unite. He is a mechanic! And of course, there are few sports and football specific sites. Finally, I get to work. Whoa! Oh, I feel like I'm doing something I'm not supposed to do. Then there's one called Gay Viddies, then another one called Otter Sluts. Leo is Leo needs some help. I think he's obsessing way over us. He's obsessing way over us, and that is not healthy. I start loudly at that one. I click on the history tab next. I scroll through it for a while. The first 50 or so relating to Sindiji, a hip hop artist. Finally see the I see the word cock, and I know I'm looking at one only. It's pretty standard. I feel violated. It's standard stuff. As balls making out, blow. That's when I start thinking. Yeah, I'm actually very confused. I know he's gay and all, but I'm actually don't. I'm actually a bit worried about the pattern. Gay otters, otter as his male, otter's tail up, gay blowjob. Yeah, he's obsessing over us, and he's looking at these videos, and he pretends that he's the one doing it to us. That is not healthy. I raise my brow and click on the search bar for the history, typing in otter before hitting enter. It's gonna be like I show speed typing in Portugal, and then it turns up as the results spin down on the window. The scroll bar is small enough though that I have trouble clicking on it to pull it down. Was Leo only into me because he had auto? I really hope not. I started to feel a little bit depressed as I scrolled through the results, and that's when I noticed another pattern. At least half of the results of Wolf in the search phase, and not just that. Oh, it's gonna be him. Wolf auto gay blowjob, auto wolf gay couple kiss, auto wolf gay. God, this doesn't seem. Is it gonna be like them naked, or is it just gonna be just cutting? The nape of my neck prickles as I scroll down the results, but that's when I hear the close the damn results. Ban karon, ban. I jumped first copy this my pause like an idiot, Xing out of it. Except that doesn't work. The sheer amount of results I get from Leo's saying just fucked up the scene. Oh no. Desperately, I banged the mouse against the desk as I hear Leo's heavy footsteps in the hallway. Oh, that is scary. I'll be sick. I swear there's a cut. I can't reach it. Fuck. I mutter under my breath, heart pounding in my chest. It's just like 7 years ago when my mom caught me. Game on. The fuck, bro? Leo walks in the computer screen still Oh no. Can you help me get... Leo stops mid-sentence as I look back at him. The guilt on my face pretty damn obvious. What did you do? You know what? I tried to stall and turn back on the screen, clicking fiercely on the X. Hey, just as he's walking up behind me, the window disappears. Wait a second, what were you looking at? I swivel around the chair, grinning. Nothing! My voice squeaks. Leo stares down at me, exasperated smirk spreading across his muscle. No, nothing. What the hell were you looking at? Is there something I don't know about? You sound angry, but you look curious. He keeps on staring at me, but I get up and pretend to stretch, moving towards the bed. Well, yeah, there's something you don't know about, but I know about some things. I switch my tail behind me a few times, teasing him, but at most I just realize it in the I hear him move, but before I can react, he's on me. He grabs my eyes and shoves them behind my back. He grabs my arms and shoves them up behind me. Okay. Then shoves me forward, falling. Oh no. This is some gay ass shit. How heavy are you? In kilograms. I grunt loudly as his weight pushes the air out of my lungs. Looks like I'm gonna have... I think I'm witnessing something I'm not supposed to witness. Looks like I'm going to have to get it out of the old-fashioned way. I struggle a little, but there's no way in hell I'm getting out from under Leo if he wants me to stay there. Don't fuck him. Please don't. You clearly have problems. You've clearly seen me after years, and you're punching the goddamn wall. Don't do this. Hey, get off! He clutches both of my wrists in one paw while he digs the other into my side. I gasp and rise desperately, bouncing up and down on the bed. While he pinches up. Ow! That's gotta... Is it like pinching the actual rib? No, please, I don't know anything. I'm confused. Am I being assaulted or is this like teasing? Okay, it's teasing. Sure. Now what were you looking at? He leans in harder on me as I feel his hot breath on my ear. Nuzzling at it, it only makes me laugh and scream harder. Don't, Well, I'm sure Leary is curious about what I was doing on his computer. I'm definitely sure there's another reason why he's doing this. I feel it against my ass as he rolls around on top of me. If I can really think about that, he lets go of my paws and the tickling. Okay, he's just tickling me. I'll have a second of repeat before both his paw digs into my... Practically squealing, I writhe around, managing to get on my back now that he isn't laying on top of me. Doesn't have much that he just goes right back to my. I can't take it anymore. Alright, alright. It was just searching your contacts to see if you were hooking up with anyone. The tickling stops and I'm left gasping for air while Leo just looks down at me grinning. Oh, you're a little jealous, huh? Maybe. Maybe a little. Huh? Leo looks genuinely happy about that, his paws spread out to either side of my head as he grins down at me. Take my chance and suit my paws right beside digging in. He yelps and curls up and falls on top of me again. I don't relent though, keep wiggling my fingers around his body. Obviously he's letting me win, but it's still fun seeing him melt into a twisting pile of giggles. He rolls at the side of me and I get atop of him, pretending to rest him like I've done hundreds of times before. He playfully fights back by grinning up at me with a dopey tongue out to the mud. Brother, you're doing a hagio! Now Wim, he does not look comfortable. I apply my knee on his crotch. I'm not sure why, probably to let him know that I knew, maybe just a way to get back at him for getting off on this. Yelps again, this time a lot more loudly, and folds up, pushing me off to the side of him. Fuck. We both lay there side by side, panting and sweating. Sounds like they were making out, sweating a little, my head resting on his arm. I think I won that. No way, I got you to squeal. And you cheated when you. Ow! Crush my. Ow, that's painful! Lily reaches over to me to turn a small, complicated looking fan on his bedside. Table before flopping his other arm onto his eye. As I stare at the fan, I notice something else next to it and gasp but loudly. What? Is that a fucking gun? That is a gun! I am starting to see things I do not like about the wolf. I am starting to see a lot of things that I'm very worried about. Okay, I know this is in America, but then if you're in an isolated area, why would you need a gun? Like, what type of gun? Is it a handgun? A shotgun? If it's a handgun, then it'll be pretty obvious for what it'll be for. So, yeah. It's real! Yeah, of course. So my head is directly. Why? Just leave it out here in the open? And I thought of Leo as a gun person. What, he told me he hated it. Then why are you owning a gun? Well, my dad has a bunch and he left to give me one for protection. Do you really need it? A few people in this town will, I think I know the people he's talking about. Have you had to use it or something? I mean, it's sitting out. Yeah, you have to hide that. Your ship's bouncing in the bed. Let's just say some people are trying to construct. To ask more, but Leo holds up his other paw. Not now. I like a fluctuating. I go quiet, but it's hard not to stare at the gun. Can't stop the opening one, it's just so boring. So, what's with that pen? I change the subject. Leo looks confused and over at the pen. Oh, it's a humidifier fan. I get nosebleeds a lot, so it makes sense. The air is dry. Ah, I close my eyes. Yeah, against Leo. It's probably a bad idea, I know, but it feels good and I'm tired. This copy made on his computer. Because I'm just trying not to think about that right now. Fan drones softly. Leo's arm moves under my neck and his paw come up. Start brushing at the top of my head. The music is on my head with a thumb and. And this is. I wish you would stop this again. But I had it spiked. That was stupid. I liked it. Feel myself losing off as his fingers start brushing on my forehead. Feel the coolness of his ankle bracelet. I want to get that bracelet. It looks cool. Sometimes I think I'm going crazy. Hmm? I barely awake at this point, hand blowing on my face. The shocking feeling is warm right next to me. I saw you here last week outside my window. The register is a little weird, so I come back. Are there any other offices in the what is it, the area, or is it just yeah, in Teachers I remember somebody dying. Sydney, like, and the Chase, which is us. So there's like only two people. The register is a little weird, so I come back out of my doze a little. Oh, yeah, I just looked out and I saw an otter just standing there. You think it was just another otter? Well, here yawns and turns his head towards me, snuffling at me here. There's only one other guy. Remember the He's fat. Could have been someone that was just lost, right? Maybe. I went out and I didn't see anyone. Well, sometimes people see things. His arm tightens around my head as I give it that sort of look. Hope I'm not seeing things now. Rub my eyes, but his words remind me of something. It's like a bad dream. Be gone when you wake. But I swear, even if this was fake, I'll never forget your face. Sing a few emails from one of our old emo songs, but that's when I hear Leo snore, so I give him into my blessed drowse and sink slowly to sleep. That's nice. What? I feel a presence in the room, and it's angry. Chase! I jolt awake, but I can't open my eyes. Chase! Finally, my eyes switch open, but I can't move. I can only wiggle the tips of my fingers. I just try to hide. I dare you! I flinch, the voice is right in my ear. I'm still in Leo's room, still in his bed, and I can vaguely make out his body out of the corner of my eye. The room, though, is tinged red. I hear clicking and I see the monitor switch on. The music goes slaps good. I see myself bent over, tail raised, naked, looking back at the camera, my face warped. Dark cold room over the eyes, and all over the image like it's burning. Tarantula crawls up the foot of the bed and starts making its way towards me. I grasp towards my nose since I can't open my mouth. My heart beating so fast it's shaking the bed. My fingers wiggle as I try to yank myself awake. Massive spider only moving closer as it crawls over my foot and onto my leg. The weight of the spider is real. The way it's dissecting my shirt as it crawls into my stomach is real. This is real. No, it's not real. I've had this happen before. Started happening, I took the night shift at the grocery store next to the campus. Yeah, I think you're sleep deprived. Very common, very normal. People have had it happen all the time. I close my eyes and I wait it out. I do that, squeezing them shut as tight as I can, trying to find comfort in Leo's presence next to me, his arm still under my bed. I feel the spider on my chest. It weighs so much for energy that it stops there. It doesn't approach my face. But then I feel something else. Another presence. It's coming from the right side wall, where the window is. Something looking at me. I know it. I'm not opening my eyes though. I know if I do, I'll see something that will freak me the fuck out, and the spider's bad enough. I hear tapping. Whatever it is tapping at the glass, wanting my attention. I know it's there and it wants me to see it. What the fuck? This is lasting way longer than it should be. What if I'm stuck? Am I stuck? Am I gonna be stuck in a twisted Leo spider room dimension for the rest of my fucking life? He's mine! My eyes fly open, already pointed towards the window, bracing myself. It's empty. Sky seems red in the sunset. So is my room. My dream being exaggerated to the color of blood. The spider's gone. The angry presence is. I sit up slowly and rub my face, feeling exhausted even though I just slept. Men are blowing right in my face. I can feel the tiny droplets of water that collected on my waterproof board. It was impossible to fall asleep again after that. As a problem sleep glasses was, as I still don't. All the spider in my room were gone. Only thing outside the window. I feel like it's still there. Look out the window again and see nothing. But still I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. It's Wednesday. I stare out at the window as we roll down the dusty streets of it. Every road, every corner, every trailer, every tree is empty. There, in the middle of the dusty parking lot, that belonged to one of my kids at a stand. Used to be where I get ice cream, big, yellow, and it's probably cleared up now, pink and chips. And there, in front of the Duke's house, is a big flat rock and Jen was standing on. She told me she was from the country. Oh no. I can still remember almost exactly how she was silhouetted as it hit the sunset. An old train yard where in the middle of the summer, he would kiss me. I'm sweating I could see the moves out. He didn't seem to care. I looked at the wheel. He's got one hand on the wheel, like really well. Occasionally the train moves. I'm regretting not letting him know we're coming. You know, we're lucky it's nice. Call call him then. And what if he doesn't answer? He doesn't say anything, focusing back on the view. And she feels the silence of the phone. Well, I don't think it's too weird. It's just hang out like there's nothing wrong with that. Sure, but making it all about Carl is weird. Maybe if his birthday was like next week, 2 weeks tops. Oh, hush, Will. It's just being with. We're hanging out. You're acting weird, like it's not gonna help. The car starts slowing down and I step out of my beat and look up, knowing that we're definitely going to Carl's house. That's when I see a round canine figure standing further up on the side of the road. She's standing in the curb that separates the road and the field in front of a broken, rusted barbed wire fence. I think that's Janice. I look over and Leo and he seems concerned. His brows furrowed at the careful steers. As he careful steers the car right up into the coyote. I can see why she's crouched over, elbow on her knees, staring at the ground. Roll down your window, Chase. I'll do as he says, struggling a little bit with the old crank handle. The hell is she doing up here? Come to a stop next to the coyote, kicking up some dust. I don't know. Hey! Leo leans over me and smiles up at Janice, who's still looking at the ground. Everything all. Leo's voice cuts up in a weird choking sound. I look at him confused and look back out the window, and I can't help myself but I gasp. It was hard to tell from the angle and all the dust kicked up by the van, but now I can see that Janice. Oh yeah, this is when she had I think in Cages we had this was similar and like she's like passed out or something while she was on drugs. The Janice had her pants down her pants. You can almost see everything. I don't want to know that. I can see it back in avert my eyes, looking at the windshield instead. What the fuck? Oh my god, Leo, keep going. Jenna whispers. It her voice strained. Oh, sorry. Leo stops talking and I change the glance window again. Janice is looking at us now. She's smiling. It's a weird smile because it isn't touching her eyes. It's unnerving. Leo stares back. Leo, let's just go. I hiss out the side of my mouth, staring at the windshield again. He seems reluctant to go. Janice, do you need some help? His tone is one you might use on a phone or basic person. I don't hear her say anything except maybe a grunt. Leo bravely keeps trying though. We can give you a ride. Leo stops talking and can't hear a pattering sound. I found a recognized well from my time as a kid pissing on the dirt roads of Echo. The van lurches towards the a smaller acceleration back into the end of the road. Holy shit, what the fuck was that? I don't. Leo is frowning, looking as confused as ever. Should, should I call back? Looking back at TJ covering his face. Maybe she could be having some kind of psychotic episode. Maybe she's just had to piss. I don't think so. Did you see the way she looked at me? She was probably just on something. Isn't everyone? No, she doesn't do stuff like that. Or maybe she does. You never know with people. Again, Leo doesn't say anything and neither does anyone else. She'll go back. I fucking told you. Leo stabs the doorbell again, fucking frustrating edge across his face. I shift the bag I'm carrying around in my paws, trying to look through the frosted glass on the side of the door. Maybe he's getting high? He should still be able to hear. I mean, maybe he just doesn't want to. DJ holds up his phone. He's not answering his phone either. He knocks on the door hard. His eyes are bulging. Well, I guess breaking the door might get us inside. Leo stands back, paws on his waist as he takes a deep breath. He's determined. I guess he should be, considering he set all of this up. Well, yeah, Leo is always the one that's kind of setting everything up. We should have just told him to meet at the dino or something. They locked how he does. Oh wait, Carl lives with his parents, right? What? Leo growls. It's not like we're breaking in. Thea's ears pinned back, a frown on his face. The wolf puts a paw on his forehead, closing the eyes. Sorry, but I think he's just asleep and it shouldn't be too hard to just get in there and wake him up. Look over at the side of the house to see a window well. I point at it. What about that? It's small. I could probably fit. Yeah. Yeah, him, you, PG, and Jenna can fit pretty well. She hops up the front porch and crouches down next to the window, pushing at it. Wait, there's a security sticker here. You gotta arm it first, and Carl's such a lazy ass. I know he didn't. Besides, if we set it off, we can just run. It's not like they'll show up anytime soon. Instead of acting like criminals, we can just stay until the cops show up. She knows us. Jenna hesitates, then pushes against the window again, but it doesn't budge. Locked. Let's try the one above it. It's too high. I'll boost you up. I think this is gonna be a little too far. Leo ignores him and stands next to the window before making a platform for Jenna's foot with his paws. Sharing himself with the paws against the wall of the house, Leo easily fits this Jenna and she manages to do it. I think I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna take a water break and then come back. Gotta get your white in. Fucking hell, this is so fucking stupid. Flynn mutters next to me, but makes a point of not looking over him. Feel for Leo, he's worked hard. Yeah, I actually feel bad. I can actually see why he's punching the walls in his room. Jenna pushes against the window and gets open easily. Yes, now I'll boost you all the way up. Hold on. Careful! Like some kind of cheerleading duo, Leo shoves Jenna all the way up and with one pair, and she disappears at the window. Her bush tail is the last thing we see until she pokes her head back through. Kitchen! I fell in the sink! The fuck? So one thing I don't understand about the way that Gavilan set up their house, it's so weird. Great. Now unlock the door. She disappears again. We make our way back from the front door. Leo, you're fucking crazy. If you don't shut your fucking mouth, then I'll pick you right up your vagina. Sounds good? Jesus, calm down. Leo turns on him, one foot in front of the other. Flynn shuts up, and me and TJ have to shift around uncomfortably into the porch. Finally, we hear the door rattling and it opens. Called his name, but he didn't answer. Oh, well, he's gotta be here. It's not like he can go anywhere or would want to. Before I continue, I'm kind of like I'm slowly like developing like what voices go with who, kind of like because I kind of know that Leo is a Latino person, so he kind of has like Puss in Boots, and but then also like Victor. I know that like from what I remember, Jenna this ये लड़की है पास एक ये लड़की है पास एक Australian accent here, so like she has a Australian accent, so I'm kind of giving her like Caitlyn from Arcane, like with like the sort of the upper crust, but like upper crust, but it's also like it's. I have an art teacher that I can. I hope she doesn't mind saying this, but um, I had an art teacher named Miss Kate. She's Australian, and she like that's the voice I'm giving to her. Um, Flynn, Flynn is like I would give him a filthy frank voice because of how grovelly he is, but I'll kind of work on that as well. Another one would be TJ is kind of just Elmo, like he's high pitched. I can imagine him like Armin from Attack. Carl's house is as massive and immaculate as I remember it. It is a mansion after all. There are a few bowls and wrappers lying around on the marble counter. I'm so glad I have some water. I assume that's because Carl's parents aren't here to tell him not to be a slob. Flynn immediately heads up the stairs. Oh, Carl! I set the bag down on the table and TJ sets the cake there too. I look over at him. You alright? Yeah, why? She's asking, how was your hike with Jenna? Alright, wish you were here there though. I mean, at least I was there at one point. Yeah, me too. I'll go again in a day or two if you like. Sure, why not? I promised myself that there wasn't an empty promise. Well, he's not in his room. He's actually looking away. Okay. He's kind of like the type of person that has like this persona where he's very tough on people, but he actually does care. He just doesn't want to feel pain. Like PJ is like the opposite of Flynn because he puts everything on a heart, and even though he can seem vulnerable at times, he's still pretty strong and resilient. While Flynn is kind of like sort of on the insecure side because he doesn't want to feel pain, and like he gives this persona to pretend that everything is fine. Maybe he went for a walk. Carl, walking in this weather? Hell no. Does he have other friends? Maybe he went out somewhere. I don't think so. I mean, if you were worried about him, you wouldn't know about his friends. Well, let's do a quick sweep of the house. It's a big place. Yeah, because in TJ's route, he also another canon event is that Carl also gets missing. I like how for this game, for each route, some things are different, but then there's also the fact that there are also some things that stay the same. TJ looks around the kitchen, then moves over to the living room, checking the couches. I decided to head out back, if not just to get away from the other things that usually tense between us today. As I step out into the backyard, I'm a little surprised. It's different from when I was last year. The playset is gone, and so is the massive trampoline they used to have. The biggest shock though is seeing that the huge treehouse that used to sit in the old oak tree is gone. I stand there for a moment, feeling a vague sense of loss. I have too many good memories of that place. Time moves too fucking fast. After a while, I remember why I'm here and I look around again. No Carl, of course. But I start walking around anyway, looking behind bushes even though I know it's stupid. While I felt for Leo, I could still see where Flynn was coming from. It would have been a way better idea to warn Carl or just meet up somewhere else. Leo just gets scared away a little when he has his hat set on something. He probably has the whole scene planned out in his head before we even got here. Mostly I just feel bad for him. He's been really working hard to make this trip interesting for all of us. I think that's a far more than anything that nothing's working out. Flynn's a dick, Carl doesn't care. Jenna also kind of is being a dick, and Tichi always into stuff that none of us are. This is why I love TJ. Protect the boy. Protect the boy. He's done nothing. This is my baby. Just boring. You're not boring. It's just you just have a lot of. You're not boring, man. You just aren't involved with that many people, and if you were boring in the first place, these people wouldn't even be your friends. As around the corner of the house, I'm surprised to see Flynn standing there. He must have come out of the front door. Oh, hey, Flynn. I thought you were upstairs. Flynn doesn't seem surprised at all to find me out here, which makes me think he was looking for me. I did. Wasn't there, so I thought I'd look outside. Well, he's not in the back, so I don't know why, but Flynn is making me feel awkward as hell. Is something wrong? He folds his arms and leans up against the house. Well, Carl's missing, so I guess that's a problem, huh? Yeah. I try to think of something to say. Well, I'm sure he's just hiding somewhere, or maybe he's out at the diner. Probably just got tired of being stuck in his own house. Yeah. Trey doesn't stop again and steps forward, and I don't know why, but I take a step back. You were hanging out with Leo yesterday, right? Yeah, well, a little while. You spent the night there? Pause for a second to give him the hint that I'm not exactly okay with crying like this, but I'll answer anyway. No, I got back from the motel at like 3. Huh? Yeah. I started to turn Maddox around. Hey, why don't we check the basement? Chase! He's got the same tone as a disappointed parent that's kind of missing him. I turn back around. What? You realize what you're doing is stupid, right? Oh, is he assuming that, like, we're trying to get back together with, you? Excuse me? Getting back with him doing fucking spring break, pretty stupid, right? I have a feeling that's where this was going, and now that I know for sure, I'm definitely pissed off now. How is that any of your business? How is it not? You two seem pretty okay with making it our business, right? No. It's news at me. Running up at the wake and a friend died is pretty messed up, isn't it? What? I saw you two. No, I didn't. So what does that have to do with Sydney? I guess I just find it weird that you start up with your old flame on what's practically a grave. What the hell are you talking about? I didn't know what he was talking about. I just didn't know. Well, since it's all about in the open now, why not talk about it? You're the one that put it out in the open. In the worst way possible, by the way. His sneer disappears. I just don't get why you're connecting these two things. You weren't even talking about Sydney. How? How? What else does that lake make you think of? I'm at a loss for words, totally confused. This is Flynn. I never talked about Sydney with him. So it happened. I was too scared to. I don't think of it as his grave or anything. Or really, it's just a fucking lake to you then, huh? He didn't die there, Flynn. He was in the hospital. Might as well have been there, right? I swallow hard, wanting desperately to get back inside. Let's not talk about this right now. Oh. I guess I was confused. Everyone's been telling me that I need to talk about it. Not like this. Not with just me here. We should all be together if we want to have this talk. Turn around and again, making it clear I'm leaving. Wait! The change of the tone, making me turn around again. It's soft, almost pleading. I'm not used to hearing him talk like this. I'm just trying to look out for you. Chase, he's not. Some of the anger returning. He's not what? Look, he's not exactly a stable guy, is he? Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Flynn on this one. He may sound like an asshole, but he kinda does have a point. I laugh. And you are? In his head, I can tell he's embarrassed even though he doesn't have the ears to tell me so. And not just you, all of us. We're all a little fucking crazy. Flynn smiled a little bit. Well, that's what happens when you live in Echo. All the kids said. Flynn frowned again. Listen, I'm just looking out for you. He's just... Flynn just dropped it. It's none of your business. His gaze hardens. I think it is when I see a friend taking advantage of another friend. Okay, I'm actually starting to like him now. Taking advantage of me? Yeah. Has been since you were fucking 15. I immediately know what he's implying. Fuck off, Flynn. You're acting like my fucking pet. He's taking another step forward and I backed away, but he angles it so that I'm pressed up against his house. I get the urge to run away, but I feel like doing that will only affirm how much this thing has escalated. There's a change in him as well. Something unfamiliar in his eyes, in his stance, in his voice even. He leans down to my height. Like playing with fire, huh? You've seen it in his eyes. He's fucking crazy. He looks at me in the chest to emphasize the words. Crazy? Kind of like you are right now. Flynn pulls away, straightening his back, but still looking down at me. Yeah, well, maybe I am. The awkward silence stretches out, seems to go on until... You know what? I think... Chase. Of a muddled flick in the direction of Leo's voice. Mine to the right, Flynn to the left. Leo stands here, his book forward, though his expression seems neutral. I wonder how long he's been standing there. I can tell Flynn doing the same thing. Any sign of him? No. I slided from under Flynn, making my way towards Leo. I checked the back, but I didn't see him anywhere. Leo doesn't even look at me, staring over the top of my head. I look and I see Flynn staring back, his shoulders still tense. I started to feel Leo's heavy arm drape over my shoulders. Flynn's eyes narrow. Let's get back inside. As Leo leads me away, I get the feeling that he's still staring Flynn down, even though don't look up to him check. I'm getting worried. No shit. Carl doesn't just disappear from his house like this. He doesn't have anywhere to go. Calm down, he could be anywhere. He's more friends than us. The fact that he isn't answering his phone, it's kind of fucking suspicious. Leo holds up his paw. You know, he forgets to charge his phone sometimes. Lynn's getting more and more frustrated, starting to pace around the living room. He cares about him. He never goes out with other friends. That's the problem. Listen, maybe we should just wait. You all can wait here. I'm gonna find him. Flynn makes for the door before anyone can say anything, slamming shut behind him. We sit in silence for a while, staring at the door that Flynn took off through. Leo lets his breath out in a long sigh, rubbing his face. Alright, let's think. What else does Carl have to go? Comic book shop? He looks at me for a second. Maybe if someone gave him a ride, but like Flynn said, he doesn't have anyone else to do that for him. Well, if you guys are going to do that, then I'll probably stay here in case he comes back. Yeah, we can keep looking. Sounds good. Leo pulls his key out of his pocket and looks back at it. Leo pulls his key out of his pocket and looks back at me. Sorry, I just had to take a... coming with me, Jess? Yeah. Man, voice acting is so hard to do. I follow Leo out of the door, actually starting to feel worried about Carl. I walk around the mall for about half an hour, checking the food cart every shop we pass. I'm gonna take another break, not just a water break, but I'll bring the water jug with me and I'll also bring some for about half an hour. Right, yeah, we're ready to this. It's clear that this idea was pretty hopeless in the beginning. Jenna lets us know that Carl hasn't showed up at the house either, and that they're heading back to the motel. Finally, Leah and I call it quits and head back to his house before walking to the diner for dinner. Joe, where do you think you went? Leo's hands over, an elbow on the table, and his chin in his paw, staring out the window. Don't know. Do you think we should call someone? Like the cops? Not yet. He's an adult, so they won't really look into it until it's been days. We should probably call his parents though, if he doesn't show up by tonight. Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't say anything, staring at the milkshake around. Turns back over to the kitchen area, wearing a very tired look. Janice gathers up plates before talking. Oh yeah, this is the woman that passed out. I've pretty much, I was pretty much mortified when I realized she was here and about to take her order. Mostly just because I was embarrassed for her. She didn't really say anything though, just took her order and left. Simming my milkshake closely for what I'm not sure. I'm not too worried though. He's been under a lot of stress and probably just wanted to leave town for a while. Who would he do that with and why wouldn't he tell us? Yeah, that's the good point. Like, if he cares about you guys, he would tell you that he's gonna do something. Leo sips on his milkshake and waits for him to finish. I guess things really have changed. Yeah? I rest my chin in my palm, meeting his eyes so we know I'm missing. I mean, the way Flynn was acting all day, he really can't stand us anymore. Carl probably feels just the same way. I don't think so, Flynn. Flynn's usually been that way, but not like that. Like the way he's talking to you. So he did. Yes, you're right. Should have just messaged him. Look, we all used to fit together so well, but now we've all changed and it's like we're bending ourselves to fit again. I guess that's just life, right? That's pretty sad. It's the last chance to really say our goodbyes and that we really don't care at all. Then Jen and TJ are off doing their own thing. Carl's getting lost and probably high. Flynn's just being Flynn. I lean forward and grinning. You know, I'm really happy you planned all of this. Slowly, Leo shifts his attention from the sunset to my face. Smile widely for him. It's the most fun I've had all year, even though everyone is acting like a dick. I dip my head self-consciously. Cooling me? I know, but this whole thing had reminded me of a lot of good things in this town. You know, things have been kind of shady. I think it's a good mood to leave it on. Leo raises his brows. Because when things are always shady, it's part of the experience. He stares at me for a long time and I feel my gut start to fade. He reaches forward and rubs a thumb on my nose. I blink in surprise and shows me the smear of white on his thumb pad. Oh, the froth. Sorry. It is hard for you to take you seriously. You're looking like a cokehead. He grins and licks his thumb. Blushing, grab a napkin to wipe my face, but Leo rests upon my arm. But seriously, thanks for mine at least. Leo looks like he's about to say something else, hesitates, then opens his muzzle again. You? Who's this? Leo and I look up to find a lanky, patchy, ugly, ring-tailed cat staring down at us with beady black eyes. I don't know if you. He sounds like a redneck. So I don't. I don't know if you knew, but there's a lot of other people in here trying to enjoy the meal. Clint puts a paw down on the edge on the table, leaning in. Could you try not to ruin it for us? Okay, so I'm getting like homophobic vibes. Like not like homophobic, like okay, just leave them alone. Let them do that. He's like, I will fucking burn your flag and I will eat the meat off you. I will eat the meat off your corpse kind of gay. Homophobic. But then again, most homophobic people are just people that are in the closet and just want to fit in, but they don't know how to accept themselves. Could you try not to ruin it for us? He grins at me, showing it how many teeth he's missing. Guess he graduated from humping paint since the last time I saw him. Hell are you doing here, Chase? Didn't you dump his fat ass? I can't tell if he's joking or not, but he's still the same asshole that I remember him as. I haven't talked to him in years. Well, it kinda looks like you dumped your own ass, Clint. What happened to you? I can see Clint's brain working as he did just what I said, deciding whether or not he should be offended. I can also see his tail twitching behind him and it's patchy too, leaving some parts of it bald back tail. Actually, Clint, you're right. All time. But there's a smelly, ugly ring-tailed skeleton ruining it for us. Clint flicks his attention to Theo, who smiles sweetly. Mind doing us all a favor and getting the fuck out? Clint leans on low to the table, putting his face up next to hers. Leo keeps a straight face and I'm impressed because I can smell the stench of Clint's breath even from here. Think you're funny, Bino? Bino. Oh, because the Mexicans have like the are associated with like the beans, right? It's a speak. You're trying to make me mad, you might as well do it right. Oh, that is good advice to learn. If you're trying to make me mad, learn to do it properly. He takes a sip from his milkshake nonchalantly, while Clint gapes at his brain, which I imagine is Swiss cheese at the point, tries to come up and doesn't come a bit bored. Go, go fuck yourself. Yeah, well, I tell you to do the same, but you've got a sister, don't you? Clint moves fast, swinging a fist up and around towards Leo's jaw. Leo ready for him and lunges to the side, for the fist still glances the side of his face. Glabs Quincy and yanks him down the table, which knocks over my milkshake and sends it splashing to my lap. The milkshake! I gasp with sand and move into the side of the table while Leo starts to rub Quincy's face into the mass, smashing into the table a few times. You're gonna get kicked out. Stop it! Stop it! I jump as Janet sounds right next to me. He hears a too and turns her while she's still holding the tongue. Yeah, you're starting to be a lot violent than I expected you to be. Like, I get what the situation is, but you don't have to, like, smash the guy's face into the fucking table. The dead look in her eyes and the fur on her face is matted. Like she'd be crying a lot but hasn't washed since. Oh. I am not gonna deal with this today, Leo. I like giving her like a salted black woman. You know, Cleet started it. Underneath him, Cleet smells and threshes. Am I gonna have to take the taser from the back? Slowly, Leo backs up and Clint, who immediately shoves himself. I can see Leo prepare himself in case Clint gets another swing, but he doesn't look at him. He's already taken tank top smeared down with milkshake. He stumbles to the door and spits outside. And clean up that fucking mess before you leave. Yeah. Valid point. With that, the old coyote turns and stalks off to the back. She leaves me and Leo to stare at each other before we ruefully wipe up the spilled milk with brown napkins. There were only two other patrons in the diner with us, a skank and the jackrabbit. I can feel the eyes on us the whole time, and it only adds to the embarrassment. What do you think her problem is? I ask Leo under my breath as we come back from tossing the ball of wet napkins in the trash can. He just shrugs, though, and follow him quietly out of the diner to the late afternoon light outside. We walk in silence for a while, with me walking awkwardly because my soaked and sticky pants are incredibly uncomfortable on my thighs. We stopped at the motel where I changed in style before grabbing a fresh change of clothes. Then we start back out again. I think about staying behind in the motel, but I feel like that would be a deep move after what Leo's been through today. As we walk back, Leo takes a detour, stopping at the convenience store. The fight has made things a little awkward between us, so I just shove my pants into my pocket and follow Leo. We go to the back where he grabs a 12 pack of beer. He doesn't say anything to me, either as he makes his way to the front to pay. Finally, when we're back outside, he nudges me in the direction behind the convenience store. Let's see. I lead the way because we've both done this dozens of times. Step off of the asphalt and down the ways of the brush, where Leo puts me on a boulder. Leo sighs, pulling out the first beer bottle. Leaning back, he pulls out his keys, uses the bottle opener on his keychain. He doesn't have a keychain. I mean, I know that they have vitamin sprites, but before handing it over to me, he does the same for himself and practically chugs the whole thing before grabbing another, even before I'm able to take my first one. I don't comment on it and instead look at the sunset, thinking about how nice it would be just to sort of run out of the place. At least for a little while. I lean back inside, noticing a white and brown splotch on the knees of Leo's jeans. What you said to Clint, that was pretty mean. He said some pretty mean stuff too, and it's not like I like saying that shit to him. Seeing me lying back, Leo shifts closer to me, allowing me to rest my head against his thigh. Again, that familiar position probably isn't a good idea. I just don't care. So does Clint still live with his dad? No, he went to prison 2 years ago. Really? Because of... Yeah. What happened? Shit. We sit in the silence, enjoying the quiet surroundings. As I lay there, I hear Leo opening another bottle, then another. Finally, he lets out a big sigh. Chase, come back the echo. I close my eyes, turning my vision blood red against the sunset. Maybe just... I hope you come back, Chase. It's your home. Like, you can do what I'm gonna do. Okay. You can do what I'm probably gonna do, Chase, which is study in another country, then take the skills you studied, and then bring them back here so that if it is possible, to help out the place. You can go, you can travel. The thing is, for me personally, this is another little tangent. Life is kind of like being a boomerang. You can go anywhere, absolutely. You can go anywhere in the world you want. You can do anything you want. Just remember that you have a place that you can come back to. Your mom, your dad, your grandparents, your nana, your naji, your nana, your nana, your nana, your nani, your aja, your aji, your masi, your fua, or your mama, or your kaka, whatever. You have people that care about you. And even though you may not see things eye to eye with people, it is important because it's just something that people need to work through. There's a lot of misunderstandings now, and it's okay. Um, I know that this is just me playing a fun little game, but uh, last year in September, my grandfather passed away. I've been really depressed ever since. I wasn't able to do anything at all. And in the morning, he was basically my dad for me. He's always wanted the best for me. He's always wanted to do things that I've wanted to do, and he was proud of me. And in the morning, he was the same. He drove to school. He drove me to school. He gave me $10 like always. Told him I loved him. And when I went back, I had to go to the hospital, and I saw his dead body lied across the bed, and it was so fucking traumatic. I didn't even cry. I just froze. Yeah, I love him. I love my grandfather. He's basically been twice the man that my father has ever been. And I'm so happy that especially since he was 79 when he died. He was almost about to be 80. And yet, regardless, he was still much more active than me. He was walking around the house. He made me wake up at 6 to go exercise. It was beautiful. And I thank him for everything. But the thing is, if you want to go somewhere, that's fine. But please remember that you're not alone. And that you always have something to fall back on. You won't slip through the cracks. This is... yeah. The music is also really good. It doesn't... Anyway, it doesn't press the issue. Just instead reaching out for the bottle. By the time I get to my second one, the rest of... He drank 10 bottles of beer. As we walk back to Liam's house in silence, he occasionally brushes my cat against my arm. I let him. He's mildly drunk, so it's sort of excuse for now. My brother of Christ, what is the alcohol content of beer? Because my friend, the one that I compared to Leo, he also drinks like, I don't know, he doesn't drink that much. He drinks like a, like 2 cans of beer, so not that much. And like it's 10%, so I don't know how much alcohol percentage is in beer. I mean, I have some friends that drink, so personally, I'm not a drinker. It's not my thing, and I have a risk of psoriasis and diabetes if I do drink. So, and also, it's just not my thing. I do have to push his muzzle away when he leans up against me for some support after his feet hit a sudden dip in the road. I'm busy trying to steady him up, but I hear footsteps running behind us. Before I know it, Leo shoved me hard to the side, and I go stumbling to the weeds. Whirling around, I see a dark figure running off into the side from Leo. His attack aborted as he saw the wolf had seen him. Oh, phew. It's a crowbar. My stomach drops as I look for him to Leo, who's got a giant smile on his face. This is exactly what has happened to him. What the hell? Come back for more, please. Just that greetings and learn to Leo. Usually I wouldn't be worried about Leo if I just think of it. So far, except that Leo can barely stand my feet. Leo backpedals with tough slow and lunges forward with a thing to his head. run to gut check. To my surprise, it doesn't go down. Instead, it grips the back of the for resting with the bar, bringing it down hard into Leo's back. But ow! Wait, did he grab it? Because I gasped when I came time to shrug towards them, forward to Leo for something, landing on his back. Leo raises the crowbar again with his paw. For about 2 seconds, the plague with Leo, moving his paws around his head, anticipating the swing. Clint, meanwhile, keeps trying to re-angle that crowbar so Leo won't miss. Sorry, I have a stutter. It's hard for me to read verbally, so it's actually a pretty good exercise. He doesn't get a chance though, because that's when I reason it's actually very good for my speaking skills. Not exactly a good fighter, because I've never been in a fight before. The idea of Leo getting his face beaten with a crowbar fills me with a terror that hurts. I jump on his back, grab a handful of his fur on his forehead, yank back his head like, I guess I should have taken this film for his remaining flat force right, and I get a hot block. Oh! Suddenly I'm sitting like, deeply. Must have so much wrong with the crowbar back. Rubbing my head, imagining the skull that it's going to make head. But everything feels like the fight is still going now, and I can hear Leo snarling. It's not a sound that I've heard that often. Deep, it's way scarier than anything Clint could have imagined. Try to focus on the spot that I see the body collectively. When I do, I see that Clint's throw by race, going to the end down in the Leo's face. Such a poor water, there's no way I'm gonna make it. Again, the sound of something hard striking the flesh, but this isn't really Leo. It's that it's pain. Touches back, and I learn it. There's a dark, trying to quite Leo whose massive paw smashes to the side of Clint's face. Leo's not playing this time. In fact, it looks like he's put everything he had into that punch, and the sound it makes me a bit of slap of beef being thrown against concrete. Clint's body visibly goes slack with slams down against Leo, only with proud left of it, and he looks at me as I do. His paws immediately go to my hand and steady as I look closely at my face. Fuck! Did he hit you? That's when I realize that I have a massive headache and I feel it's full. Oh no. I rub a spot and it itches a bit right above my eyebrow, and my pads come away slightly dark and bloody. That fucking piece of shit. Leo sends a back fist into the side of the down Clint's face. Hey, that's enough, Leo. That's when I remember that it was someone else that actually saved Leo. The voice is familiar, but it isn't until I looked up at the source that I recognized Kuzdu. Kudzu. He's breathing hard and he's holding the crowbar that Clint dropped. The dark spots around his eyes blend in with the night and accentuate how wide his actual eyes are. He looks spooked. What the hell are you guys doing? I don't know what to give this. It sounds pissed and sounds a little defensive. Hey, he tried to run up on us. Kudzu's eyes flick over to look at me before focusing back on Leo. I thought we had this shit figured out. Why the hell are you fighting again? I don't really get why this Kuzdu guy is freaking out so much. His nostrils flare with each breath. You think he was the one that almost got his brains run through with the crowbar? Calm the fuck down. You know how clean he is. You wouldn't do half of the crap he does if you didn't antagonize him so much. You say he was a bully, but for an scene, it's the reverse. It's hard to think of Leo as a bully, but the way he acted towards Clint in the diner was a bit much, even if it was Clint. Hey, he can't take it, then maybe he shouldn't dish it, eh? Leo grins and sticks out a paw to Kudzu, who glares but nevertheless reaches down to help him up. Leo promptly pulls me up with him. As I get to my feet, a wave of dizziness instantly hits me and I stumble into Leo. Fuck, see? Leo studies me and looks into my eyes, worried etched all over his face. I'm fine, just got dizzy for a second. It is not fine. Do you feel sick? Can you see straight? I want a friend like Leo, even though he can be a bit angry. Seriously, I'm fine. Just give it a minute. Puchita, going to kill that Hikoniwe. The moment, Clint made a snorting sound and started to roll over. Leo's eyes flashed the way he was laying, but Kudzu steps up between the two, still glaring. No. Get the fuck back home and take care of the otter. I'm going to see if I can keep him from trying to kill you later down on the road. Fat chance. He's been wanting to kill me since middle school. Clint, how old is this guy anyway? Is he like the same age as us, or... I mean, it would make sense. No, he would be the same age as us because since middle school, so why would an adult or a teenager be targeting a children? Go! Whatever. Leo turns back to me and his eyes soften as he puts an arm around my shoulders. Come on, we might need to go to the hospital. Fine, really. The low tones of Kudzu's voice murmuring to Clint fades off as we stumble to the night. No, you're not fine. He hit you fucking hard. God damn that fucking idiot. He could have killed you. I put a paw back to the sore of my forehead and rub at it. Leo grips my waist. Don't do that, you'll infect it. We'll clean it up back on my place. Swear to God I'm not gonna leave the house without my gun again. Suddenly Leo's face takes an odd look. Uh, 1 sec. Makes as if to steady me with both paws, then stumbles off to the side of the road. It's dark and I can't see him, but I sure as hell can hear a retch followed by a splash. This happened. Oh, because he's been drinking. You okay? Yeah, yeah. Just had a little too much. Really? Talia, look. That's the thing. I don't understand how much is in a can. Because 12, sorry, 10 bottles of beer might not be the same as 15 cans. I don't know the conversion rate. Hey, rolling around with a crazy long tail sitting on you won't do it. You got any favors? Sure. Leo chuckles and wraps an arm around me again. So this one feels more intimate rather than just being there to keep me steady. We walk in silence for a while, just enjoying the evening air. Temperature is always perfect here when the sun is gone. It gets me more annoyed though, because I imagine we'd be having a much better time with Clint. Why am I like slowly getting Leo's accent naturally? At least that's what I imagine he was trying to do, since hitting someone with a crowbar isn't exactly fucking around. Has it really gotten that bad between you and Clint? He squeezes me. It's always been this way. Looks like he was trying to kill you. Well, the gringo really hates me. Leo laughs, then falls silently for a while. His spin back. I guess he was angry than usual. I think it's just I might have pissed him off more than I usually do. I look up at him. About that, what you said back, yeah, the thing about with the sister, that is a bit fucked up. That is really fucked up to say. You too? How can you expect not to get hit with that if he's going off about us and about me being a speak? What the fuck is a speak? Oh, Hispanic. Hispanic. Oh, I get it. I get it. Leo backs out a laugh. Talk shit, get hick, I always say. I don't know, man. What his dad did is different. What did his father do? It's not his fault, you know. Hey, he might have fucked up, but he can still make the decision to be a complete dick to. That is true. I personally believe I'm in the camp that like it's completely justified to be very angry and fuck to be very angry at things that you can't control, but that doesn't mean that you should go out of your way to make other lives miserable. I understand that you People, I've done that before to ease the pain, but that is not the way it works. It is a bit hard to find help, but it is possible, very possible. Anyway, I think he was on something. Did you see how crazy he looked? He was on, I don't know, meth. He's always on something. And speaking of which, Leo stepped slow and looked ahead to see an isolated house further up the road. The porch light is on and I see a skinny figure get out of a chair and start walking up to the front yard. It's clear he means to intercept us and I slow down with Leo as he draws closer. Duke. Leo nods at him. That guy looks like a complete meth head. The skinny weasel looks both of us and down, raising a paw to pull a drag from what looks like a cigar. I assume it's actually a blunt because it smells like Carl. Yeah, he's as patchy and unhealthy looking as I remember him. Not as torn up as Clint, but still bad enough to know he's done his fair share of dibbling. Yeah, he looks like a meth head. He doesn't say anything. After a while, Leo clears his throat. Isn't it a nice... He's here. He's here. He looks like, what, early 40s? Young, pretty young, so like early 40s, uh, early 40s, late 30s. Yeah. So I'm gonna give him like a much more older. He's here. As Duke cuts Leo out, he's staring right at me, so I assume it's him he's talking about. Hi, Duke. Probably could have said anything more awkward. Leo steps forward, partially in front of me. Did you need something? Duke lets out a long stream of smoke towards us. Definitely a blunt. Same shit's been happening to me after you told me about it. Leo looks at him, looking politely puzzled though. I can see his tail twitching behind him. You've been seeing shit now. I'm seeing shit. It's quiet for a few seconds and Leo laughs. Well, maybe lay off the drug cocktails. No, it's different. It's the shit I see almost real. I saw him. He nods at me again, and for some reason, I'm starting to. Is he hallucinating us? He's hallucinating. He's seeing us. Leo laughs. This time, it's much more forced. He starts pushing me along further up the street. Sorry, Duke, but chase is taken. Janice is still. Oh, you are bisexual? Still single though. Duke follows us, walking along the dirt where we stay on the asphalt. When did he get here? Leo doesn't say anything, keeps pushing me along. I can see Duke getting angry and I don't want another fight, so I finally pass in. I got here on a Saturday. Is something wrong, Duke? Duke doesn't answer, he just stops and watches us go. A frown stretches across his face. Kept on looking on my shoulder at him, but he doesn't move and he doesn't take his eyes off us. What the fuck? Stop looking, he finishes. What was he talking about? Does it matter? Just keep looking and hope we don't run into any more of these cycles. Even though the instructions say only to take two, he gives me 3 generic acetaminophen. I have a aunt, like a mom's friend, that is a pharmacist, so I'm gonna like screenshot this. I wanna take this. Let's show this sticker. After that, he takes me to the bathroom and starts cleaning the cut on my forehead. Oh, that's nice. I grimace against the thing of the rubbing alcohol. We really should take it to the ER. This might even be stitches. I lean my head into his paw because not having holding up the bicycle. No, it's not that bad. Besides, even if it is a concussant, send me home. So I'm going to get some rest. Along with the $500. What the fuck is wrong with the healthcare? I played football. I know. But you never know how. Yeah, that's the point. That you never know how serious something can be. he prods around, I feel the area around the cuts pulling and wonder if I'm gonna get a black eye. Leo finally snaps back and starts putting everything back into its first aid kit. Wait, aren't you hurt? I don't think, because you're inebriated. I feel fine, I mean. Turn around. She clinches Leo with the crowbar and hit him hard. I look at his back, the black shirt dusty from the dirt he had rolled over. Carefully, I look the shape after his back. Not as bad as I thought I would be, but I see the raised fur from a growing welt with a crowbar. Aren't any cuts though, but I do see some spots of dry. It's bruised. You have a bunch of cuts. I see the smooth muscles under Leo's fur shift as he's flexing them. Really must have been from the rocks in the road. I think my shirt came up a little while we were wrestling around. Give me the alcohol. Leo sighs again but hands it over. Take off your shirt. Smiles at that and slowly, purposefully. Oh, okay. Purposefully, sensually strips his shirt off. I tried to ignore him, but I've been lying. I said I wouldn't turn up. It's been a long time since I last saw him shirtless, and he's kinda changed. Thicker, broader in the shoulders and chest, the muscles smaller and a little more filled out. I swallow and I start to dab the alcohol into the cuts. It made no indication of feeling any pain. Instead, squishing his tail around, flicking it up into my what? Again, I don't know why, but Leo has a way of making you want to play along, even though he knows it's a bad idea. He's been flirting with me the whole time, so I guess it's sort of broken down my defense. Once I finished rubbing in the alcohol, I heard a pawing on Leo's hip. Both stayed here for a while until Leo finally turns around, leaning back against us. How do I explain this? Hey, Imagery, what do you do for a living? I watch Barracuda with the abs with the muscular. I watch big ass wolves half naked. Oh, that's gonna be over now. And look over to his farms. His broad chest, down. His broad chest down to his thick stomach, like what you see. When I look back at him, his brows are raised, and before I can say anything, he's leaning down. I think he's about to kiss me, so I turn my head to the side, but instead he just nuzzles my side on the head and brings me in for a hug. I freeze for a second, but relax in his hold after a while, enjoying this feeling of his warm fur against mine. He doesn't say anything, just holds me. I can feel his excitement though. There is the oh right, yeah, this is the reason why this is 18. Don't worry, there's no nudity. I've checked, there isn't any like actual sex scenes or anything. It's just very suggestive of what they say. As he presses into me, then starts nibbling at my ear. I guess Percy catches it between his teeth, and I'm like, okay, but Chase, bye. You're not meant to do this. He's not good for you. Firstly, he's this is a red flag, Chase. He's violent because he punches the walls. He's obsessed over you because look at all the porn he's been looking at. He has a gun, and that makes it, and then that kind of feeds into him being violent because if he snaps, he's going to shoot someone and he can accidentally kill you, like that Clint guy. Yes, what you were kind of right with him saying that like what he said about the sister was very fucked up, but he definitely did not have to like violently pummel him into the ground. I guess Percy crashes it between his teeth and I almost moan. Okay. He of course knows I have sensitive ears. Do I have sensitive ears? Do I have sensitive ears? I think I do have sensitive ears. I think I do have sensitive ears. I just need to check. I do. How do you make a how I do have some sleepies. He moans a little in response, and before I know it, he's pulling me up against him. I'm feeling fantastic. And fucking up for the first. Then he lifts me off the ground, spins around, and sits me up on the sink. My head throbs again, and I'm thinking about the fall, but he holds on to me before he begins digging his muscle into my neck, kissing and licking. I wonder what'll happen if it was the other way around, where he was on the sink and then like I was the one that was doing it. Like, would he just like break the sink? It can't be that big. I gasp and hug around his body, pulling him closer as he licks and nips. Leaning my throat back, I suppose most of my neck to him, closing my eyes as the back of my head presses against it. Yeah, you shouldn't. Wait, where's the cut located? Because if it's on the back, you should not do that. Leo growls, his paw sliding under my shirt, filling up my stomach. Oh yeah, because you'll be very fluffy. I wonder what he would feel like because he's a red wolf and like I wonder if he's gonna feel like a dog. I don't think so because he seems like a slob. While you would be like much more silkier. Well, I think your hair will be a bit more rougher because you would like to swim. And like no, but you are otter. I don't. No, you did swim in the ocean. I remember and the lake. So depending on what your, I think it's either if you swim in the, because you know different water can affect your hair. It can make it curly, it can make it hard, it can make it frizzy. I'm feeling fantastic. I'm fucking fantastic. Na, 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 na. Feeling fantastic. Na, 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 na. Fucking hell. Moans it, sounding like he just scratched an unreachable itch. Like he had his first drink of water in days. Leo. I'm just about to tell him to stop, but then his tongue bows past my throat to link the. Where? Pulls back finally, and I lower my gaze to meet his. His tongue is hanging out, making him look a little goofy. I actually can see that because he's a kutta. He's one big kutta. So like the tongue would be like long. See a few more brown hairs up my brother. You see, are you? Tries to lean in again. This time I don't turn my head away. He almost reaches me in. His eyes suddenly flick to my right, looking over my shoulders, and I see shock across his expression. Then he jumps and spins around, knocking over the soap dispenser and first aid kit. I jump too. What? Leo continues to stare. One paw clutches his chest, the other digging into my fire. I wait for him to finish, but he doesn't go on. Did you see something? I thought I did. I did. I just seeing things, I guess. Finally, he turns his attention to the first aid kit and leans over, starting to pick everything back up. Slowly, I slide down from the sink, pushing my shirt back into place, realizing that the moment has passed. While I'm curious as to what he saw, I'm also conscious of the fact that the break in our intimacy has made things awkward again. Should we check the house? Could be cleaned. No, no, it wasn't cleaned. Leo grabs his shirt and puts it back on before turning to me. Just seeing things. Putting back to cleaned. Well, alright. As we leave the bathroom, looks back in for a moment before flipping the light off. I think it's a little strange that they make sure to close the door. Leo doesn't make a move on me again that night, so I just keep him goofy a few inches between us, and we're sharing a bed. I can't help but wonder if I did something wrong. What do I know? What I do know is that I'm kind of disappointed. Am I fucking Duolingo song? Thursday. By morning, Leo seems to have perked up a little bit. Starts with some good news from Flynn. Carl has been in the crawl space. According to him, it's been too hot to sleep anyway but there. Of course, that's fucking insane, but it's definitely something Carl might do. In better spirits, Leah suggests we go out to some burger joint, which I agree. On the way, we chat about my project. So obviously, I don't want to spend all our time just having fun. We have a project to do after all. Yeah. I don't remember him that most of this time messing around has been decided on. Though we do need to hang out with TJ today, if that's okay. I promised him we would yesterday. Being feeling they kinda down with look at my sausage biscuit sandwich. Sausage biscuit sandwich. Sausage biscuit. You mean a sausage roll? And the excess grease glistening in this. Ew, I don't like this. I was thinking the pack. Yeah, that sounds like fun. So what do you still need to do? I take a bite to give myself time to think. Well, honestly, I'm not too sure. The whole premise is about the body that was found in the mine. Yeah, there was a body that was found in the mine in TJ's route as well. Is it the same? Yeah. What was that about? Well, I read about it on a website. Apparently, some guy's mutilated body was found in the mines, and everybody in the town lost their minds. Because I remember doing some research for this game, and there is a prequel called The Smoke Room, and the characters also worked in a mine. So I'm pretty sure, like the main character for that game, this was probably his body. Our website. Yeah. Uh, shouldn't you have a better source than that? Well, especially if the whole idea of your project is based off that. That is a good idea. You need to go to the library. I blush. Someone like Leo chastising me about journalistic integrity is kind of embarrassing. It's not that he's stupid. I guess I'm just used to feeling like the brains of a little dumb man. I mean, it's side edge to get the book. Just something else we need to do. Do you have a library card? No. Oh, surprising. But I could sign up for one. Leo nudges me. Sorry, Peter. I just wanted to do a good job. At least he wants you to do a good job. I'm the one that went to college. I know. Oh my God! Shut your bitches up, Chase. Just because you are in a different education system than Leo or whoever doesn't mean you can't learn from the people around you. That is never how this works. Yes, yes. If you're like a and you're still learning, you're not fully graduated. That's like saying, "Oh, I'm an electrical engineer," or I have a degree in quantum physics. I don't need help fixing up the the lights in my kitchen or fixing up my car because I have a quantum physics degree. No, that does not make no. It's just the way he's saying it. I'm the one that went to college means that like college makes you superior to everybody else. Yes, it is a pathway to get you a degree, but that's not necessarily the case. Like you can learn a trade, which is what I'm planning on doing when I get. I'm planning on doing both a trade, which is what I'm doing in my mom's company, and I'm also doing that in university because the trades, learning a trade and learning a degree that can like as if they are similar to each other, then it's gonna help out in the long run because a trade is very handy. Respect your goddamn tradesman, and I respect you if you are a tradesman or becoming a tradesman. They laughs. No, I read a study about college kids. Study sounds like oh my god, shut up. It's like I remember this video. It's like community college people versus Ivy League Ivy League college people, and there's some Asian guy. He said, "Well, no, I am happy to be in the Ivy League because that college is what made me the way I am." And then like the people in the community colleges was like, "Yeah, people may look down on me a bit, but I've been able to learn so much more than I've ever been able to know about, and I've been able to go to much more better places just from a community college." Like who cares? As long as you're learning something important, as long as you're learning something important and you're improving. As long as you learn something, if as long as you're constantly learning something that you didn't know the day before, and you are also willing to make yourself improve, that is all that matters. Because there are a lot of people that are come from rich families that go to college and do nothing but drink beer, get wasted, and just waste their degree. So don't say that just because you're going to college implies that you're better. It doesn't. It doesn't. Right. Anyway, it was about how the college doesn't make you smart. It just, well, I agree with him to an extent because liberal in the sense that yeah, you get more opportunities for jobs, and you also get to meet a lot of people in different places. Smart is a bit of a predicament because smart is a bit of a predicament because you learn new things, you learn new content in new subjects anyway in university, because that's what it is. It's a place for people to learn. It's a place to upskill yourself. But but what needs to be destigmatized is that college is the only place for you to learn these things, because you can like good ideas come from anywhere. You can learn. It's good to have a proper routine and education and a syllabus set out, and that's what I think college is good at doing. But if you're gonna self study, then you might as well create a syllabus with resources for you to learn from. And I think another thing will be to test yourself, like, because there's one thing about learning, knowing something, being told it. There's the other thing about being able to study it and then revise it. That's what needs to be applied anywhere. Because if you're at a job and you forget the things and you forget the fundamental basics, you're fucked. Uh huh. So is that a bad thing? Well, paying 20,000 a year to get indoctrinated doesn't appeal to me. Frank, is that why you stopped going, or have you just been up these studies to make yourself feel better about things? Leo pauses. That's a strong word. I just guess I realized that what I had was good enough. My my dad makes more than most college grads, and he's teaching me the trade too. Leo pauses as he chases. Ken just laying down a massive 16-wheel like steel. I've already stepped in front. Yeah, that's good. All right, where exactly are you going with this? I just want to make sure you're okay. So, well, not Jenna. As long as you're doing what you want, I don't care what it is you decide. Feels matters. Well, good. And I'm not saying we will, but if we ever got together again, I'll be able to support you. Yeah, that's the thing. Also, I heard about Australia. That Australia is like the land of tradesmen. Like there are a lot more people that are into trades than there are degrees, from what I heard. Well, just don't make fun of me going to college or what degree I decided to go. Exactly. Well, yeah. You're already good enough writer already. You could have just started up a blog or something. What? I just read that's what journalism in these days. Maybe you should stop looking these things up. At least I'm learning to do something. Well, so is Leo. He's learning to fix cars. I myself am learning to fix cars. That's why I kind of have been busy and like not been able to do my YouTube shit for a while, because I've been learning how to fix electrical stuff, and I'm also been learning how to fix a car. Fixing a car in itself is like a whole ass body workout. No wonder why Leo was so goddamn strong. It's not like I just got a degree in psychology and stopped there. Well, didn't you tell me you wanted to go into history? Isn't that worse? Mrs. Drop it. Leo looked at me out of the corner of his eye. Chula, I'm not making fun of you. Well, if someone starts sounding like my dad, I think that's a good idea to end the conversation. Aw, you're not into that. Definitely not. We drive in silence for a while as Leo pulls out his food from the brown stains paper bag. As we heading back in, I just went, yeah, I have an idea. Talked with his mouth full, one hand moving to his faucet to the upstairs. Are you asking me? Hey, both hands on the wheel. Phil chucks his wings from his orange juice cutted with his steering paw before returning into the wheel. Even when I'm in the car, you drive like shit. Hey, I'm way more careful when you're with me. It makes me feel so much better. Good. He takes another huge bite. I wait what he chews, and when he finishes, he takes off another bite. You were saying, oh yeah, you know those train tracks behind my yard? Did you say they were important somehow? Yeah, Evolution Point Important Junction. Well, why don't we go there and you can film some stuff? The graveyard is only like a 5 minute walk away. Think, actually, yeah, that's a good idea. Cool, we'll go over once we'll get there. What in the Breaking Bad is this? Are they gonna find Walter White and Jesse Pinkman in the desert with the train tracks? Not much left of the building that used to serve the junction is recently gone, save for the foundation. There are two buildings standing right now. Golden Gate Southwest and Chip Gate to the south. I'm happy to see it since I've helped steam it. After doing a few panning shots along with some close up of the car, I lean against the off right side of the car. I close my eyes against it. It's almost noon, so it's almost impossible to find any food source. For some reason, it's only now that I'm realizing how stupid it was to lose this earth. Dan said it would look a lot better along with being a lot cooler. He has been gone almost 20 minutes at this point. He said he was gonna get some water to drink, but it's been fine. This would see if anything else could make sense. After looking around, I pulled it off and leaning up against a small metal ladder on the back of the same spot I was earlier. Decent burning hot with controlled eyes. Vaguely, I wonder how many miles it had covered, how much of it could have the railway was supposed to be done in 2 days. At least it's over 50 years. Unless they're using it as a dump for unlocking train cars in that universe. A lot older than I am, that's something weirdly comforting about leaning something that's been through so much. Almost reassuringly. It's like swimming in an old river or a lake that's been around for millions of years. Something brief connected to things that are permanent. I hear a rustling of the grass on the other side of the car, but I keep my eyes closed. Leo thinks I'm gonna die. I'm not built for the heat. Leo, I think I'm gonna die. Built for the heat. I wait, but he doesn't say anything. Leo? Rustling past the gun. Wrong. Long, slow drag through the dry vegetation. This time it sounds like it's coming from under the tree. Leo? I finally open my eyes and step away from the car. Turning around to look at it like I can see through it. What are you doing? Obviously, Jimmy, Leo was never a subtle genre, but he did his best at least trying. I lean over to look under the car, glaring. You know, if you're trying, I meant with the emptiness under the car. Just dirt, dead grass, and rusted rails. Was it some kind of animal? It sounded pretty big to be. Big furry man. Chase! Fuck! A heavy palm slides onto my shoulder and jumps as Leo shouts right into my head. I stumble forwards, but he grabs me up, laughing. Holy shit. I've never seen you jump that hard before. Normally I'd be pissed, but the build up just had to glide Leo. How the hell did you do that? What? That whole setup you did. Really? At first, I take my hand and slap it on your shoulder. No, the whole walking around behind you, making the drag down the car. Huh? Oh. I frown. I guess it would have been some kind of impossible for someone Leo size to sneak around like that without seeing. Did you hear something? Leo mimicked an earlier position and bent over to look under the train. Yeah, but there wasn't anything there. I thought you were trying to scare me. So I was, but I didn't do that. Probably some animal or something. It's like a weird one. What does the animal even look like in this? Is it like this? Is it like a thing? Is it kind of like humans being around monkeys, where we technically evolved from the same ancestor? It's just a differentiated output. Is it that type of thing? It ends up that would have been a good idea though. It sounded really heavy at first. Would have been, a lot of the weird people around here like come to get drunk or high or whatever. Sounds fun. I must still look a little under the Leo set a hand on my shoulder. Well, I'm here for now, so don't worry. His eyes look down to my torso. Damn! You've kept in shape. Well, better shape. His mouth rubbing a shoulder. Swimming every day helps. He rubs my shoulder, grinning. I always say that. I always mean it. Get yourself a friend like this. Well, thanks. I've got to the point of just stop pretending that there isn't really something. So, I think I'll stop pretending that nothing's gonna happen on this trip eventually. What really worries me is what'll happen after. Leo, meanwhile, slides his hand over to my. Not that I cared if you moved away, that happened, but I like you this way. Yeah, it happens. I only hesitate for a moment. I slide my own hand under his shirt. Leo makes a soft hissing noise. I press it under his stomach. His ears fall back, so I keep a grin on his face. Being a wolf is other you. I believe, as if to try and convince me that he hasn't really gained weight from his attempts. Flattening the software of his stomach against my palm. Still wrapped in velvet. But I'm into that. I get to also adjust my pants so my. The fuck? But I don't want it that obvious that I'm about. You mind feeling some other part of me? Making me feel fat. I giggle before I stick my hand into. Okay, this is. Oh, some. Did you take off his shirt? This exposes more of his white stomach all the way up to his chest, and I can feel his pounding heart. That better? Leo just gives a breathy, laughing exhale as he gets me to fit him. He slides closer, resting both his hands on my waist. I feel his peck with my hand as I thumb down his thigh. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. I think this place does to us, Jess. Remember our first kiss? Isn't the exact part? Was it really years ago already? Sorry. It's like I'm confused. Is he wearing a shirt or not? Slide the both of my hands on the shirt and wrap them around his face, wearing my face in his chest. You hugs back to stop. Don't make out in the middle of the road, please. Hey, can we just enjoy the moment? Really good. Damn. Stop it, and I'm not sure if I just run into kiss. Small bit, but then Leo puts his hand behind my head, pushes me speechless. He opens his mouth to climb on my mind. His warm tongue pressing against like lips. I'm still for a moment, so is he, waiting for me to respond. What I do is with my foot around his back, knee back. A soft crack to my right makes me eject my head from the kiss to over. Could Zeus standing there, his arms folded. Leo coughs in surprise, pulling back as well and wiping his muzzle. Oh, Kudzu, what is up? The raccoon's expression is hard to read as usual, but I see the corner of his muzzle broke up after a while. Much. with you. Oh, you know stuff. Leo laughs and finally Kutsu smiles. Hey Kutsu. I, I speak up, feeling awkwardly staying silent after Kutsu caught this. He nods in my direction. Hey, so what are you guys really doing out here? Seems like a kind of dumpy place to keep it at. I blush, turn and point to my camera bag sitting inside the boot of a car. I was filming for a project. Filming for a project. The place is important to Echo's history. I see. We could actually do the same thing. Well, I'm not exactly doing that, am I? Anyway, I just take walks sometimes with my day off. So weird as looking at me. In the middle of the day, usually. He narrows his eyes at me, quickly thinking that I'm suspicious of my structure. It just gets so hot out here at this time. Today I die. Kutsu shrugs his shoulder nonchalantly. I don't know, I go for walks a lot. That's what I was doing last night when I talked to you two. Hey, thanks for stepping in last night. And Kutsu shrugged again. You would have. But to do something, didn't I? Well, we appreciate it. Lee wraps an arm around me and hugs. So, how was he when he came to this? Obviously, he always is. But he said some things last night. You should stay away from him for a while. Kutsu's normal placid face shows some concern for the first time. What? He said he was gonna kill me. Leo says it lightly, like that's not a big deal. Among other things. His eyes looked at me. I give a start. What? Oh wait, did he say some shit about chess? Leo's heckled Leo's hackles rise. I could see him start to bare his teeth. Again, he was on something last night. He might not even remember it. But I'm just warning you to be careful around him from now on. Kutsu looks back at Leo. Don't provoke him. I wouldn't. I wouldn't if he wasn't such a fucking asset. Just ignore him. I swear to God, if he talked about doing shit to Chase, I'll be gone in a few days. Don't worry about me. I am worried about you. I'm just getting really tired of that mess skeleton messing with everything I do. And if he fucking tries to do something with you, Leo. The air is tense and I can feel Leo growing deep in his throat. Wanting to change the subject, I speak up. Hey, Kutsu. You know we're gonna go out to the park and hang out. Did you wanna come? Thanks, but I think I'm good. Leo picks up from his brooding. You know what? It's a good idea. We're gonna play some soccer. But there's only gonna be three of us. You could help. You can even help it out. It's a third person. Hmm. Suppose I could use a workout. You're just TJ's coming. You're just like TJ. I think you guys are gonna get along great. I don't really see TJ and Kutsu getting along because they're fitness conscious. They're practically night and day. Well, we're heading out right about now. You going to come? Kutsu hesitates for a second longer before he nods his head for a quick jerk. Alright, yeah, why not? With that, I gather up my equipment and we head back to Leo's house. It's not surprising that Echo hardly has an inch of flat grass in the entire town. Leo says they plan to lay down sod next to this lake. The area is further developed, because now we have to sell out for park near Peyton. It's a plain stretch of grass, those are used for the youth soccer games. In fact, I can remember when it was part of that same. I was a part of that same organization. Back when my saggy legs didn't matter as much. Of course, after a few years, it became clear that being an otter, I wasn't built for the sport. That's when I took up swimming, of course. But I realized that I wasn't really great at that. Oh, so you learned how to swim better. Of course, I could outswim any but when it came to otters, I was pretty much bottom of the barrel. But if we dive, his size next to me. I look over at him as he got his elbows against the armrest, staring out the window as we pull into the empty park. Everything alright? Just ears spoke and we looked up over me, clearly forcing us. Of course! You don't seem that way. What's up? Lean closer. Leo's talking to Kutsu in the front, so we have some smart privacy. Teji looked down at his lap for a moment, just shrugs. I think it's pretty obvious, Chase. The whole trip has been really, really bad. I'm about to counter that if it hasn't been that bad, but it goes on. I just think it might have been best if I hadn't come. I feel that. Oh, no, don't be. Automatically rest your paw on your shoulder, reassuringly. Stuff that's happened, right? We came here to have fun, and that's what we're doing here right now. Yeah, I just feel bad for everyone else. What happened yesterday? I think affected everyone. No way. I had a great time with Leo. Yeah. Uh, I'm not surprised you said that. We're here. We disappear. Kutsu immediately starts finding the length of it because it is referenced. I swear they're off because I cannot be sure if I should join them but overboard. Fred, I hope it's Leo Vesta also target skip and enjoyed me. Hey there, what you doing, huh? Apparently, well, something idea. I want to feel like it's me and Leo go to opposite to other so, time to pick him. There's only four of us. One of could you look singing for that long? Okay. Oh, okay. Probably the best purpose is to avoid distraction. I want a little bit of, but Leo can't easily rolling his eyes. Just like that. Sure. Kunzo is very fun. Oh, I'm on Leo? Yeah, because he's like, I'm assuming he's gonna be really fast and he's gonna be like really, like a tank, it's like he's gonna be like really fast. Yep, you're lucky to have me, in my country, we had a war over soccer once. It's like an actual war? Like actual war over soccer, like riots and shit, I'll be very interested to know about that. Oh no, I need to screenshot this. This seems very interesting. So wait, I have a book. 25. Research the football. The hell is the football? People at thousands. Wait, call it football? Yeah, that's the whole talk of football. Because you're playing the game with your foot. Call football the Americans the way they say rugby. So this is something really up football. I live here in Austin. Football is soccer. Football is if I were to call football, I think footsie. I'm nice. I'm not everything that Leo is put the definition. Go to look around. Is this so pure path? Why don't you stay on foot? You walk amongst the boat. PJ, man, go! Just around me with the keys, making me look like an idiot. Just spin around trying to catch and following my F1. He was able to hold the phone for most part, but he gets past me. PJ, let's go! Let's go! Wow, that was great! Lean over, rest my hands on my knees as it goes to work. You're gonna let me fall, you have to make it look like I'm listening to that. Also, I'm not high, nothing handles it in my ass. So I was just being video on my head. Doing real. Even after that, maybe you see this handicap. For half an hour, felt quick and head back to the parking lot where Leo throws up water bottles. Wipe my face as I sit on top of the parking blocks. Even though it's early evening, the weather's still way too damn hot. Leo and TJ are already up again. TJ showing him some of the moves he'd viciously used on him. Yeah, I'm happy to see him happy again. My precious boy. Eh, how am I supposed to learn anything if you're using them on me? Just trying to make me look dumb, eh? Sorry. Sorry. Alright, first thing you need to do. I noticed Kutsu standing in a few feet away, watching along. So I guess you know Leo since you moved to Echo. Kutsu looks over me before leaning back against Leo's van. Yeah, he saw me moving and insisting on helping, so that's how I met him. Sounds like Leo. Kutsu takes a swig from his water bottle. He's a good guy. Definitely. So, you used to live here, right? In Peyton? Unfortunately, I guess Leo told you. Yeah. Also remember Leo saying that some bad things had happened in the city for the raccoon. So I wonder if I should press or not. Hey, sorry if it seems like I was making fun of your name a few years ago. It's a cool name. Just different, you know? Kudzu smirks. I know it's weird. You just caught me at a bad time, is all. I spread my legs out, staring as my knees pop. Ow! I'm not built for running around. My best friend is good at swimming and is also good at running, so. But yeah, you're built for swimming. I raise my eyebrows at his bluntness. It's not really a speciesist thing to say, but most people don't often point out a species aptitude. So I guess I wonder why you moved to Echo. It's such a dump. Just silent for a while. In the meantime, we watch Leo fall on his ass after PJ kicks the ball between his legs. People. people are the reason why I love Vegas. Oh, Pueblo. More people that are there are the worse it is. It's the same everywhere. Okay. Kudzu goes on. Sure, in Echo there's 100 city people, but people there's 50,000 of them. I prefer Echo. It's so dark at this point. I don't even know how to respond. Something definitely happened here in Peyton, and I don't dare to ask what it was. Was it like a coup or something? Luckily, I saved an awkward silence at Leo haphazardly kicked the ball in our direction and TJ comes running up to us. I mean, alright. I think I had enough for today. Talks over, wiping his face. Man, I need a shower. You two getting along? And Kudzu doesn't say anything up above. Yep. Leo frowns, clearly something's wrong. Okay. Anyway, let's go out. Anyway, let's go get out and get some ice cream. I've really been craving it. You feeling better? Yeah, it was fun playing with you guys. You're insanely good. Not compared to the other guys at school. I'm not aggressive enough, but it's fun. Well, I'm glad that you're feeling better. It's too bad. We can't go back and do it again tomorrow. Why not? Well, your project. Uh-uh. I don't think. Hey, what flavor did you guys want? Oh, cookie dough! It's been so long since I've had it. Really? I did not know you liked that flavor. I decided the shots I got earlier in the day were too bright, not representative of the sad state of the town that I wanted. The setting sun does a better job of capturing the desolation, and basic depression of it all, a metaphor for an end, in a way. At least that's how I hope it comes across. I lean back, I lean back against the old rusted car, clicking through the images I take in. It feels very quiet despite the wildlife around me. So that's why it's easy for me to pick out the footsteps headed in my direction. At first I think it's Leo and I wonder how he's finished up with the shower so quickly. It's not Leo, isn't it? And then I realized the crunch of the dried vegetation is too soft, too light to be Leo. Oh my god, no. Motherfucker. Yeah, I'm just very awkward. It does look like he's not even sure how I am though. Oh, he's high. His eyes are squinted almost shut, mouth all swelled up as he scratches his head comically. He leans forward almost to the point of falling over again. Definitely on something. That moment, a look of recognition spread across his face, and his mouth opens wide. I struggle straight to him. Abruptness of his movement starts me, and I almost drop the camera. I angle myself away from the car so I'm not backed up against it and start taking steps back as he gets closer. Stops though, about 10 feet away and points at me. Hey, hey, no you! At a loss for what to say. He's wobbling back and forth, his eyes wide open. Your name! There's an awkward pause as I try to determine whether or not he's asking a question. My name? Chase. Why did I tell him that? You Leo's. Oh my god. You Leo's fag friend. Uh, I'm distracted again because that's when I see the hint. Oh no! Fucking Leo. Why do you hang out with that creep? Uh, I mean, he's always saying shit to me. Always saying shit about my dad. He'll hurt a peck in fucking life. And he rubs it in my goddamn face. That is pretty insensitive. I take a few inawkward steps back so that the end of the car is right next to me in case I have to duck behind it. I don't think Leo's life was that easy. It was pretty bad back in his country. Fucking Bina coming here, it made my fucking life even worse. Couldn't go home and be happy. Couldn't go home outside and be happy. I can't be happy anywhere. Sneeze at me. And you fucking don't you. Just stare at him and don't say anything. Felt like anything I said could set him off, but he waits patiently, expecting an answer. Clint. Don't you? He shudders visibly, clenching his eyes shut. Fucking imagine you licking his fat ass. It's disgusting. Okay, I did not need to know that. I don't even fucking care that you're fagging around. But with him? If I wasn't so afraid of the whole situation, I probably would have laughed just then. Take another step back. Hey, I was actually just about to head out. You know I'm doing this project, that's why I'm here. Because I mean, me and Leo broke up a few years ago, we're just friends. You don't know what he's like. The things he did to me was way worse than what I ever did to you. But hey, I do need to head out. We can talk about this later. See me stepping around the car, and immediately his hands shoot to the handle of the. Hey! Freeze, watching his hair, preparing to throw myself to the ground. He pulled it out. At the same time, I'm praying that he shoots it. Oh, it does. Okay, that's a bit funny. He glares at me. What the hell are you even doing out here anyway? With shaking hands, I pulled to the camera around my neck. I told you, I'm doing a project. I tried to smile as I hold it up. Just about Echo? What the fuck is there to say anything about it? Well, there's a history to it, you know? There's history to everything. I'm trying to figure it out. Looks around, seeming to forget about his gun. Oh, like this railroad? Yeah, like this railroad. His eyes are vacant as he stares at the ground, and I think about making a run for it again. Oh! I jumped as he snaps his head up. My dad told me his dad knew a guy that got killed here, back here, like the 50s. Oh. Despite the fact that there's a crazy method in front of me with a gun, I still find myself becoming interested. Yeah, like so some guy was trying to hop on one, like way back then that's how people would get around. So this guy was trying to hop on this train when he was leaving the station, but he missed jumping on. Clint sits down in the dry and dusty weeds and spreads his legs out over the railway. And he falls down like this and runs over his legs. Clint brings both hands out in a chopping motions over his thighs. Blood go everywhere. And yeah, he dead, right? He looked up at me and realized he's actually waiting for an answer. I guess his questions are never rhetorical. I would assume so, right? Wrong! They found him a few hours later, and somehow the fucker's still alive. Oh, I'm ready to start to doubt the story, or at least this version of it. The stump is packed with dirt, so he stopped the bleeding. But he gone crazy by now. He gone about some creature that came to him and spoke whispers in his ears. At the very least, I can stick the story somewhere slow in the project to keep things somewhat interesting. One of those local urban legend type stuff. But then he go to the hospital and they think he's gonna live when he jumps out the fucking window and kill. Oh, so he had a chance to make it out and survive, even with his legs amputated. He was just gone psychotic. My dad used to tell me that story a lot. Not like I wanted to hear it, but he liked telling me things that I didn't want to hear. I don't know what to quite say about it, but I make one its good side, so I make a show of putting a notebook on my bag. So things clean. Actually helps out a lot. It's weird that you needed to hear that story, because I come here because of it. The closure or something? Because of that guy. Sometimes I see him when I'm all high, and I hear things too. It's scary. But I do it anyway because it's different. In this town, everything's always the same, but you can make it change if you want. At this point, he starts walking again, off the tracks and towards the group of trees. I sadly don't follow him, instead hurriedly making my way back to Leah's house. I have a lot of time to come on the walk. Leo is splayed out on his couch, picking through a Tina DVD with his laptop. There you are. I warmed up one for you, but it's probably cold by now. That's alright, I'll just put it back in. Leo watches me as I head into the kitchen adjacent to the living room. Hey, what's up? My dinner is still sitting on the stovetop, and I make an effort not to wrinkle my nose on that sculpted rib meat covered in barbecue sauce. Broadway mashed potatoes complements the gooey mess. Ew, nothing, just tired so. I toss the dinner back to the microwave and set the timer to 2 minutes. As it's warming, I get back to lean against the counter. Hey, wondering if it's He looks back at me, he is falling asleep. What about Glenn? He is brow furrowed. Guys are at each other's throats. I know there's always been some animosity between you two, and I don't remember it being this way. He frowned. You guys practically want each other. Leo pins his ears back while he double sauce. I really don't. I think we'll get the dogs. Whatever he's spoken, he's taking. It's pretty hardcore. I mean, he's a good discovery now. Yeah. But it's not like I'm responsible. It's treating like it's everyone else. When we were younger, did you say that you what's bringing all of this up? Curious about. He starts to small down the further on his lip. Or poofed up. I mean, I wasn't nice to him, of course, but he was an asshole to everyone else, I said. I did to him what I did to others. Two wrongs don't make right. Obviously. Maybe a little worse. But what hit us pretty bad though. Better to tell me this secret. See? When you tell me shit like this, I don't feel bad for the things I did worth it. Got the food out. Not to be rude, but did you always eat stuff? Looks up with a mouthful of mashed potatoes. This microwavable dinner stuff. Swallows loudly. Yeah, you don't like it? He closes his ears again, looking embarrassed. It's fine, I mean, it's just sad. Yeah, it is sad, because you're living in your room, you have to live with a gun, it is very sad. I look at him, sheepishly. Hi, you little fucker. I get better food sometimes, this is just easier. You can make, I don't know, rice and dal or something. Dal bhat with a rice, not that hard to make. Sandwiches, you can make that. Get some fruits, put that into your diet. Yeah. I drag a plastic fork for the flaky potatoes. Flaky. Ew. What qualifies as better food? The time? It's not like I can't afford it. Maybe I make good money. I laugh. This isn't about money. I just think you're lazy. Your Mark growls and leans over to grab me. I yelp cheerfully and try to hold my tray steady as he yanks me sideways to lay down against him, a head on the armrest. I gotta throw away my tray, it's full of gross DVD and what. Leo nuzzles into my neck. Put it on the floor. Gross. You can throw it away when I'm ready to get up. So when do you decide when I cannot get up? Since you decided to mouth off to me. Now you're the one that's gonna be cooking all my meals and cleaning up my house, chula. Okay. I shiver and responds by just pulling me tighter. Let me just try to make this like a lot shorter than my 6 hours one. But you know, keep some space. Clearly, Leo's gaze that I'm past the point of resisting at this point. In my little vacation, he's taking advantage of it. Estoy loco por ti. I need to write that down. You're local for me? He rolls the R dramatically. Definitely taking advantage of it. Both too tired to do anything anymore, which is probably for the best, and within a few minutes I passed out. I still have some git in me. Wow. Couldn't have been lying after all. What? Leo whispers at me from across the table, not looking up from his phone. Nothing, just finding some interesting stuff. I whisper back. Good. Leo grins but still doesn't look up from his phone. Isn't much to go off of. After reading through it, I'm pretty skeptical of Haunted Echo, the main source of my documentary. It's a bit of information I just came across with references in newspaper articles from 1952. The young wolf named Robert Smith wasn't even a resident of Echo. He'd been resting at the Echo classification yard after taking the train from the capital. He was on his way to the west coast, and once he thought he would found the right train, he attempted to board it. No one knows exactly what happened, but somehow his train hopping went horribly wrong, and he found with both legs severed 2 hours later. He managed to crawl 20 yards north up along the rail before he was found. Somehow impossible to survive the ordeal up to that point. This is mainly due to the mud packs that had been placed on the stumps, halting the bleed. That's gonna cause a lot of infections. Of note was the fact that Robert had seemingly become delirious because of the blood loss, pain, trauma, like a combination of all three actually. He claimed that if the bleeding had been stopped by a creature of some kind, when he tried to describe it, he began to sob and scream incoherently. It's hard to say how much of it has been exaggerated by the author. Either way, I don't exactly have to track down all of the sources, but I decided I would trust him. My leg jumps at something stopped, which bruised me. I turned my gaze up. Leo, what? There was an innocent rebellion, just like it was my leg. But if you're not gonna say anything, then please start moving this distracted. It does stop, and I feel a little bit so things are getting elaborate. It's a huge help. It smells. No problem, dear. I'm actually writing this book in a book. And learn what you say. Oh my god, I actually learned Spanish because of books. Very anything. Not one of your sexier words. I return back to the book. It's unlikely that Robert would ever survive anything. Bonk the horny wolf. Bonk. Yay, enemy comfy bed. Yay. With my flower pillow. Likely that Robert would have survived anyway due to the extent of his injuries and infection. So it is of note that he ended up committing suicide a few hours after discovery. He apparently slipped out of the fifth floor window of the Peyton Regional Medical Center. The authorities simply dismissed it as a case of a man knowing that his demise was nigh finishing the job himself. The author speculates if it hadn't been something to do with the horrors that he saw on the track. I don't know why, that's good. I hear a soft whine coming from in front of me, and I lower the book to find Leo draped across the table on his chest. Looking up with huge puppy eyes. I can help but smile because it's so fucking adorable, even for a wolf as big as him. What? I have a project to do, remember? Yeah, I know, but I'm here for 3 hours now. We should take a break. Look at the time and I'm shocked that he's actually right. How the hell did that happen? This is a good idea. I was just finding some really interesting stuff. I'm sure the project of yours is gonna turn out awesome. I wanna give this wolf a hug. Let's go get some lunch. It's already almost 3. Not the TV dinners, please. Alright. Did you wanna go to the diner? Do you wanna eat there? Well, it's been a few days. I'll catch you with the others, you know. I know that's what you wanted to do. Actually, everyone's busy. I already tried. Really? What are they doing? Well, Flynn's working, TJ and Jenna on a hike, and Carl's asleep. Oh, doesn't seem like we need to just blow off meeting up with everyone. But at this point, it's the trip that he's tired of trying. I know I would be. Probably just to show me after what I just said last night, they take me to a semi-fancy steakhouse. Of course, instead of paying for everything. Not sure why Leo became so concerned with how I perceive his income. I don't mind though, the meal is good enough, and I'm happy not to pay the $30 price tag. Says his parents give him the entire week off, which surprises me. But how Leo worked almost every day in that shop, I guess his dad is just mellowing out with age. Again, I have no reason to complain though. On the way back, Leo nudges me as I'm nodding off and gestures on his way. Peyton High. Sure enough, our old school is visible out in the window. Wanna swing around? Just to look at it? Yeah. I'm tired, but we're not doing anything else. Alright, why not? It's past 5 at this point, and we pulled up into the parking lot. The only few cars scattered around. We walk around the side of the school, then onto the football field. If Peyton High School put its money anywhere, it was definitely sports. It's one of the reasons I was so mediocre by comparison. Every sport in the school was being extremely competitive, each one winning state regularly. They win state again since they've gone? Nope. Came close last year. Although as close as we did back in '09. Yes. You still thought about that? Leo sits down on the top bench of the concrete bleachers, and I sit down next to him. Sometimes mostly because we were so damn uh, close, and it's always really feels like it's just been yesterday. It does kind of feel that way. I can remember it pretty clearly. I was one of the few times I think Leo really cried. He wanted a championship so bad. I lean back and look around, breathing in deeply. Wow, it's really nostalgic being here, isn't it? He looks off towards the sunset. I can see him getting glassy-eyed. It is weird that if I could, I'd go through high school again. Think for a moment. Not really. I like to do it. I made a lot of mistakes. Well, for me, my high school experience wasn't really that fun because I had to go off studying and to go off studying a lot and also like exams. But at least university would be different, I guess. Not fun because of that. More like I was a lot of fun. Just wanted to experience it all again. I grinned at him. Hey, you're talking like you peaked in high school. Did I? Question catches me completely off guard, and my stumbling around for words that following doesn't help. No! He sighs. Leo, you got a good paying job, your own house, and a pretty damn good life. You're doing better than most. He laughs a little. I guess I just don't feel like it, you know? Why not? Things back. Well, I don't really feel as good as I did back then. When I think of high school, even further back, man, those were the good days. Well, you don't have to just only look at the good day. Look at the look at the past. You can forge something new. How I think about how completely inverse I am to that. How my life improved exponentially after I left the town. Well, if you keep looking back, I don't think you'll ever be happy. Yeah. Oh, the goatee! He looks so sad. I wrap an arm around his shoulder, which is a little difficult considering how broad they are. Because 5 years from now, you'll probably look back on this area in your life think, man, I wish I could go back. Yeah, that's exactly the point. Like, don't just be stuck in the past. You have to be enjoying the present, and don't be scared of the future. Look forward to it because there is a quote I heard where the man who suffers the most regrets the past. Like the man who suffers the most regrets the past, ignores the present, and dreads the future. So, in inverse, you have to appreciate the past, be aware of the present, and look forward to the future. Things change, but it's okay. Probably right. So let's just enjoy it now. Leo says again, then looking straight down at me, beating my eyes. I want a hug like this. Chase pauses, looking off to the side before turning his eyes back on mine. I love you. I immediately look away. Chase, please come back. I miss you so much every day. I stare down across the field, not being able to meet his eyes again. I'll stop smoking. I'll stop picking on Clint. I'll get rid of the gun. Just please come back. I don't know, Leo. You know how I don't like it there, and I feel like I should keep my options open to find a good job, a good place to live. Just for a year or two, while you're getting on your feet, I'll give you a place to stay. That sounded great, Leo. But to get back together like this is setting up yourself for another breakup, and I don't want to do that. But then we'll know for sure. With our parents or schools in the way. Just be us, and then if it doesn't work out, there's some closure there. That's the first time I feel myself seeing things from Leo's point of view. I'm not necessarily losing anything by at least trying. And he's right. There really wasn't any closure mostly because of me. Leo must sense my indecision because he immediately pressed forward. And I'll be making enough to support you while you figure things out. Hey, I don't want to mooch. I don't mind. I just want you to be comfortable so you can do what you want to do. I echo. Now that I can't fix. Now that I can't fix. But I guess one way to decide is to weigh what's more important to you. You asking me to choose? I'm not asking that exactly. He glances at me. But if I did, I blow out a long sigh. So you are. He doesn't say anything, so my mind starts wandering over the years we spent together. Despite how much we fight, there's no question in my mind what the answer is, and it hits me like a thunderbolt. Well, I choose you. Aw, that's nice. I love the artwork here. The scenery looks so good. Like Leo, if the text box wasn't like there in the way, I would appreciate this a lot. Looks so cute. This is bromance. Like I'm not even gay, because I'm not even gay, and I want someone to do. I want a hug like this, at one point with my friends. Like look at the clouds and everything. All at once, his face exploded into a grin. So much expression in one, so much happiness in one expression that I don't think I'd ever be able to take back what I just said, even if I wanted to. And instantly, I'm wrapped up in a tight, warm hug, one that crushes the air from my lungs. My God, Chase, I love you so fucking much. Hey, we still got a year of school left, so we've gotta have to get back into contact, and we're gonna have to exchange. I clasped back his muzzle shut with my hand around it, and just stared back at him with his wide eyes. I didn't even say this. I took my hand away from the muzzle. Oh, oh, what did you say? Look again towards the sunset as the concrete bleaches and goalposts in the direction of echo, and take a deep breath. I look back at Leo. Yes, he's kissing me, rough like it was at the train yard. His mouth stays closed, but he holds my hand gently, and it's like he's trying to pour all of his love into me just through his lips. As ridiculous as it might sound, I can feel it. What is happening? Oh, Leo's hair. Okay. I'm feeling fantastic. I'm fucking fantastic. American classic. Leo's heavy soft body pushes me into the bed, licking and kissing up my neck. His hands slide up and down across my body, feeling out everything, and he's gasping like he can't catch his breath. I lay there, my eyes shut as I can. Okay. Okay. I think I can do this. Slowly, he starts to look down the length of my body, starting with the chest down, then down my stomach. He pauses to snuffle and tease against my navel before his mouth finally closes around me. My eyes roll back as I clutch into the seats, arching my back. I listen as Leo showers down the hall, and I smile as I hear him singing. I usually shower with him back in the day, but I was so tired I passed out as soon as we both Did you guys fuck? Once I opened my eyes again, it was already in the shower. About to drift off again when I hear Leo's phone buzz. Been on it all day, probably trying to coordinate a meeting with the others. It's already Friday. We just had to believe we had to get together again before we lost the chance. I look over, the screen is already lit up, so I sit up and look. A message from Flynn. Well, fuck you too. Exactly a surprise message to get from Flynn, but I still wonder what they're fighting about. From the sounds of it, they are still in the middle of his shower, still rocking out his diva pop song. I want to check his. I want because we looked into his computer, and we know, and he's had like a really fucked up. Well, not really fucked up, but like his research history was very messed up. So let's check his phone. With some amount of guilt, I reach over and grab the phone and open up his text. Immediately, I see his few pinned conversations from me. Judging by the dates, they're from when I was still away at college. Also, a few saved attachments, and I quickly swipe away from the other, more recent conversations. The latest is from earlier this morning, and it looks like it was Flynn. Chase has a project to do. Bullshit, you're fucking with him again. Huh? I'm helping him. You planned this from the start, didn't you? This whole thing is to get back in his pants. How about I plan this after you ruined the entire week, huh? It will fuck you too. Frown. It's too bad Leo and Cleo are still fighting, but for some reason, this change has me feeling uneasy. I pull up his next recent text thread, one through Cal. Cal actually went missing out yesterday night. Leo poked some fun in him, busting in the crawl space. Then Leo tells him he isn't sure, that I'll probably be too busy with the project to hang out. Leo never asks me. I feel my heart start to pound. Today Carl texted again asking how things were going. Leo tells me I wanted to go to high school for nostalgia sake and I wanted to be alone for it. He sent that 2 hours ago before he even got there, before he acted like it was on him. Then Jenna asks if Leo is avoiding her. She said something wrong. Leo tells her everything's fine, but again, too busy to now. Then he texts with TJ. Hey, you said it was so much fun. I know you said you were probably gonna be busy, but I wanted to check. Chase is still pretty sad about what happened Monday. I think he needs more time. Oh, okay. Please tell him I'm sorry. He told me he was fine yesterday, but I guess he must have been faking things. He's still pretty broken up. Figured it out though. I'm gripping the phone hard. Leo have really done that. He's been manipulating everyone into staying away from us. Yeah, that is fucked up to do. As I stare, I see a dark spot with spindly legs moving across the wall. The spider pauses as if acknowledging me before disappearing into the dark corner. I sit on hard, uneven ground, shivering as I try to cover myself up with the blanket. My eyes adjust enough for me to realize that it's outside somewhere, looking through the branches of dead trees to the many stars above me. Aside for the calls of few birds, it's completely silent. I stare at the sky above me for a while, wishing that it wasn't so cold, so I can go back to sleep. Where am I? The slight confusion I feel mixed with the apathy of just waking up in a familiar feeling. I can remember when my parents forced me into Boy Scout 10 years ago. I hated it so much, especially the camping. I could never fall asleep, and when I finally did, it'd be marred by me tossing and turning, waking up in confusion to where I was. I sit up straight in the tent, looking around me for up to 10 minutes, wondering why I was in complete darkness and sitting in a sleeping bag. Except now there was no tent or sleeping bag. My mind works slowly like it's drenched in molasses, and I knead the ground with my fingers, digging them into the dead vegetation and soil. And then I finally break through the barrier to lucidity, and I realize that's what was happening to me is real. I'm outside. I look left and right and see that I'm surrounded by trees or bushes. The smell of the sagebrush and dirt fill my nostrils as I unsteadily get to my feet. My limbs and flesh are numb from the cold, and I rub my hands up and down my arms, trying to find some warmth. Did I sleepwalk? I must have, unless Leo took me out for here for some reason, or someone else did. I shiver. There's not much else I can do except walk forward. Ahead of me it looks like the branches clear into more darkness. I hope I'm just behind Leo's house where I know there's some bushes and trees. Either way, I can't be far from that house. So I start walking, reaching out blindly to move past sharp branches and prickly bushes. The pain wasn't that bad, not nearly as bad as you think it. I look back behind me, staring hard into the blackness. I can't see anything beyond the branches right in front of me where he gives me the impression of gnawed teeth in front of a dark, endless mouth. Quickly, I turn back and push through the dead vegetation in front of me, trying not to panic. I knew it was dead the moment I looked down. A branch creeps across my cheek, and another stabs me hard in the hip as I run into it. Two stumps gushing blood, splashing the wheels of the train in the. I finally break out into the open, and I can see more stars above me, but the complete lack of a moon makes almost everything around me impossible to see. At least I can tell it's a large clearing, but no matter how hard I squint, I can't see ahead of me. Tentatively, I start walking forward, looking left and right for any sign of lights that might help me guide me back to the town. I can feel a worrying seed of panic starting up in my chest, and a word is gonna explode out of me at any second. The last thing I need is me running through the night, screaming my head off. Pretty soon, I became aware of what I looked like a large block in front of me. Again, I reached out my hands, walking slowly as I approached whatever it was that's in front of me, then pressed against something rough, hard, and cold. Whatever it was made out of some type of metal. It felt broken and rusted, so I assume it's old. Was it a warehouse of some kind? I sidestepped to the right until my hands run up against some bars that stick out to the structure, and that's when it hit me. It's a freight car from the old train. Sure enough, the next thing my hands meet is empty space. I came across what I remember to be the open door I had said earlier. Now, this talking is making me very coagulated. I was out in the train yard. I almost laugh. My anxiety about finishing the project caused me to sleepwalk all the way. That is not normal. At least now I know exactly where I am. I rest my hands on the edge of the car, breathing in the musty air inside. There's a hint of something sweet and sick on top of it, and it crosses my mind that anything could have been crawled inside and died. I quickly move away from the car, turn my body into the direction I know Nia's house is in. I start walking again, pouring through my recent memories to see if I could somehow remember how the hell I got here. I remember Leo coming from the bedroom, putting his arm around me, then nothing. I definitely fell asleep. Sleepwalking is the only answer. The sound of the rustling behind me makes me jump, but it keeps moving forward, not wanting some tiny creature in the grass getting me spooked. Squinting ahead of me, I see no lights yet, which is strange because I know Echo should have had it at least a few lights on. The street lights at least. A loud metallic clang fills the air, and this time I do whirl around. Hello? My voice is still scratchy from waking up, and I cough enough to clear it. Hello? The loudness of my voice actually startles me. The response is silence. Did a bird hit it? Maybe I knocked something loose when I was feeling around. I'm definitely not going back to check it out though. So with a quickened pace, I started moving again. That's when I heard more shifting around in the car, like something is rolling around inside. I stop walking again and hold still, perking my ears as I try to hold my breath, heart pounding. This time I don't call out, instead just listen. I swallow and it's so loud, almost jump at that sound. But again, the sound stops completely. I wait a while longer before I start moving again. This time I had a slight jog. A crazy thought enters my mind where I think maybe Leo and I got really drunk and maybe we both came here out of blackout. That Leo is in the train car right now, hung over and rolling around. It's in the middle of that thought that the sound starts up again. It started this time, ended up with cutting off from a split setting before something heavy thunds to the dead vegetation below. I stop again, but this time it's so that whatever it is doesn't hear me, knowing that I will keep walking the heavy crunches of my footsteps, but allow for it to pinpoint me immediately. My throat is completely dry, and a new thought enters my mind. It could be Clint. I wouldn't be surprised at all if he came out here to sleep in the train cars. That would totally be something that he'd do. While it does ease my worries a bit, it's not fully relaxed because I know the dumb fuck has a gun. I also know he wouldn't hesitate to shoot at something if you startle him. So I crouch down a bit, waiting, listening, and I'm pretty sure I can hear breathing. Ragged, wheezy breathing that definitely sounds like Clint. I gather up some spit in my mouth so my tongue doesn't stick to the roof of it, and take a small breath. Hey Clint, I say gently, quietly, but I'm sure he can hear me. I get some more silence in return, but I also get the distinct feeling that he's listening back. I try again. It's me. Shit. There's an explosion of energy. It's out in front of me, but it's not a gunshot. Instead, it's a sense of forward momentum that I can't physically feel. That whatever it is in front of me, it's the train. Two loud thuds, one following the other in its less than half a second, followed by an explosive dragging sound. The cycle repeats the second end. Whatever it is sounds desperate, almost manic, but I don't stick around to find out because I know if my legs are carrying me through the limb as fast as they can. All thoughts of what could be gone from my hand as I dodge into the trees and pushes to my right knee. I can break through the side knowing I'll be right in front of Leah's house. What's behind me though? It's moving impossibly fast. Although it sounds like the distance between me and it has been cut in half, I'm struggling between branches and sagebrush, and I break into the bush. I grasp as full of panic sets in. Leo! Leo! I scream as loud as I can, knowing he could be able to hear me, also knowing that he sleeps like a rock. The thing behind me seems to double its effort with the sound of my voice, and the cycle of movements increased. It's now that the momentum for gallop. My breaths are coming in panic, and now I know I will not make it because it's only 3 feet beneath me. As if a window opens up in the back of my mind, I see it. Two clawed hands outstretched toward me. My face a flash past too fast for me to make out, but I managed to see a lipless mouth. Then it slaps into my back and crushes me into the ground again. Sub crunches and rock. I gasp as the air is crushed out of me before I can suck it back into those hands wrapped around my neck. I struggle and pull bodies like an ant under a foot. I'm so thoroughly pinned that I can't even budge an inch. There's hissing behind my leg and I feel dripping against my back of my head. Hair screws out of my eyes as I try to reach forward, but it's like I'm paralyzed. Paralyzed. I'm yanked back. Suddenly my face comes out of something soft and white. A pillow. Chase, Chase, you okay? Leo's husky voice whispers in my ears. I take a huge gasp of air. Whoa, can't breathe. I cough and gasp. My face wet with tears. I sit in bed and around. Oh, baby, okay. Leo draws me into a warm hug as I take it. Mine no, only I can now catch up. I cough a few more times. Sorry. Paralysis. Couldn't move. Leo rocks me every time. It's making sense. Oh, that's nice. I remember you telling me about that. Good thing I was here to pull you out of your pillow. I nod against his chest, realizing how dangerous it could have been if I hadn't been there. I usually came out of the paralysis in under a minute, but sometimes I shudder and push out the hug, wiping my face. What did you dream about? To think back, but my dream is fleeing my mind as fast as whatever it was that was chasing me. What was chasing me? I can't remember. Leo rubs my shoulder and I look at my face. It's dark, but I can still see the white of his eye patches, giving me an almost ghostly appearance. Want to stay up? I can make you tea or something. Adrenaline is already leading me to replace my fatigue, but offer sounds nice. Sure. Alright, want to come with me? I pause, shake my head, wanting to collect myself alone. No, just give me a second. Alright. Leo leans forward and kisses me on the forehead, while leaving me alone in the dark room. Try to ignore, but thought of an insect like that some kind, like reaching down to feel at it. Think like the next day is when I'll take a break at this. It's hard and cracked, whatever it is. Pull up, get it. Frowning, I pull back my sheets and hair, cling to the fabric from my dirty. Yeah, so guys, I think I'm gonna end it from here. Part two is gonna be in a while. Let me just say this. I want to right here. And I'm gonna go to the title. Anyway, more than Monday, guys. See you guys.